Baby, I don't dance, but how I love to be around you. I'm not scared to take a chance. Yeah, I'm so happy that I found you. And you know that I'm yours, alright. You can tell by the look in my eyes. Don't wanna play it cool, I gave it straight from the heart. Oh, how I love to be around you. We got something better than the others. We can fly higher than an eagle. Take me somewhere we can be together. Oh, how I love to be around you. Oh, how I love to be around you. You can show me how to move, 'cause I don't wanna be sitting alone. I don't care what road you choose. Don't wanna go back to who I was before. And I know that you might know right. I can tell by the look in your eyes. Don't wanna play it cool, I give it straight from the heart. Oh, how I love to be around you. We got something better than the others. We can fly higher than an eagle. Take me somewhere we can be together. Oh, how I love to be around you. Oh, how I love to be around you. Oh, how I love to be around you. Oh, we got something better than the others. We can fly higher than an eagle. Take me somewhere we can be together. Oh, how I love to be around you.
Arabic like man's housewife, I wouldn't work out.
Feel me?
Shake it up.
Yeah, feel me? You feel me? No cash on me, swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door, shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up, 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 shake it up. Ooh yeah, shake it up, 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 shake it up.
Don't care, cash got cars. No lean on my cars. Car hard on my heart. Tattoo on my scars. Tattoo my new scars. My life has been hard. See me in the light. I was in the dark. I wake up, I send it. I wake up, I spend it. I drive Chevy, no Benzes. See me slide, not tenant. My house, yeah, I own that. Your house, yeah, it's rented. Started where the flow at. Now I top the building, yeah. Feel me?
You feel me? No cash on me, swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door, shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up, 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 shake it up. Ooh yeah, shake it up, 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 shake it up.
On trips, I never trip. No. Shoulder gotta chill.
Yeah.
My best friend, my chick. My best friend gon' whip. My best friend, she pull up with a stick. My best friend, she pull up, then she skirt off and we dip.
Feel me? You feel me? No cash on me, swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door, shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Ooh yeah, shake it up, 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 shake it up.
That's a work in progress. You don't just change overnight.
Hey, hi everybody. I'm back. I sound a bit woeful. I'm a bit grimy and I'm feeling very much like Phoebe from that episode of Friends. Hello, babies. I'm very snotty. But I'm feeling okay. I'm not going to say I feel great, but I feel okay. But I wanted to come in and do a quick catch up because there's so much. I've done a little bit of editing. I've put it all into one 27-minute video, sped her up, chopped her out. I'm waiting for the mukbang to render. It won't take long because I cut her 23 minutes down to about 4 because I cut all of the Julia talk out because basically Foodie is a dumbass, doesn't know how to look after animals. She's picked a street cat up from the streets, not vaccinated, not spayed it, and not understanding why those things are really important as a cat owner. But whatever. We know she's a stupid idiot. We don't need to keep discussing it. But I am interested in her cooking videos because as a home cook myself, with no professional training or skills, just a lifetime of being taught by women, parents, exploring recipes on my own and just refining my own skills, I find it quite pleasurable to watch somebody who calls themselves a foodie cook these slops on a plate. And it's fun. Let's watch it. Let's break it down. I'm just going to say hi to everybody. Oh, I know I was gone for so long, right? I was gone for 6 whole days if you can include today. No, she ate. She's cooked. She has cooked. She's trying. But I find it very amusing because she looks so flustered. I'm hot in my little back office here and I've got a bit of a temp. So if you see me sweating, I'm sorry. I've got icy drinks to sip on while I'm here as well. I just find I find this art quite amusing. The cooking art is fun because it's like she has no clue what she's doing. And it's quite evident when you watch her cooking. And she made a comment. I know you all make fun of me because I don't have a very professional kitchen. No, that's not why we're making fun or we're like challenging her. It's not about being professional because you don't need a professional kitchen to show off your cooking skills. That's apparent. But yeah, she's going in a different direction, but she's still being the shit that she always is, especially with the cats. I'm just going to say hi. Shelly Dally, hi. Jem, good morning. Thunder Rain, hi. Jade's, hit the like. Jade always remembers. Listen to Jade. Dohickey, Blondie, hello. Shenanigans, enjoy the barbecue. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking about all that yummy food you're probably having. Oh, my goodness. BVDB, hello. I don't know how to say hi in is it Norwegian, Netherlands, Swedish? I'm dumb. I'm a bit brain dumb at the minute too. But hello. I'm assuming it's getting cold over there now because it's your autumn. So the weather would be turning. Who else I've got? I've got lurkers. We've always got StreamYard. StreamYard's always shows up. They are my ride or die. So hi everybody. Now, do you want to hear about my camping trip? Just quickly, like we can chat about it for a couple of minutes because I did have a good time. And just so I don't rub my nose and get snot all over my hands, I have my wipe. Now, bone of contention with some of my friends, I use wet wipes when I have a runny nose. And I specifically like to use the coconut ones. Couple of reasons. Gentler on my skin, rehydrates, it feels cleaner, and I just prefer to use them rather than the tissues. It's just a thing, and they think it's a bit weird, but I'm like, why? We use it to clean up poop and wee. Why isn't it okay to clean up snot? I think it's weird, and it doesn't make my nose go red and itchy and scaly. So that's why I'm doing it. So I've got a bit of a drip going on. Okay. Oh, Moonlit, hi. I will feel better. Now, I did get sick on my camping trip. I don't know where I got it. I actually think I probably picked it up from work. It incubated for 2 days, and then it hit me on the trip. I started getting a throat tickle on the Wednesday. By Thursday, I was like having by Thursday I was feeling sick. By Friday I was feeling like I got a second wind. And then yesterday it hit me, and today's been like, oh my gosh, just the worst. But I've rebounded a little bit because I've been resting. So that's fine, Moonlit. You got to get your schoolwork done. Don't mind me. Okay, so somebody is texting me. Who is it? Rockaware's texting me. Urgent sale happening. Anyway, so I went to a place called Stradbroke Island, which is just off the coast of Brisbane. It's been around for a while. It's been around for like since creation, but it has been an inhabited island from the indigenous population for forever. But in the late 1800s, the Europeans decided, oh, we like the look of this place. Let's set up shop. So the normal thing happens when people come along and want something that somebody else already has. They put up a fence and ostracize the people and do some terrible things. And then they decided to use the island for fishing, and people started to just build random homes there. And then eventually it became part of, there's a small bit of war effort stuff going on in there, military base, but not for war, but for the indigenous population. And then they turned it into a benevolent society asylum. So they like to keep people there with leprosy, mental disorders, aged, and the infirm, criminally insane, those kinds of people. So, and then people live there. It's a holiday destination and a tourist destination with a very strong indigenous influence, and well, they are the rightful owners. So trying to keep the history of the place going and the population, educating us about the land, how they live there, how they still live there, their language, their art, and basically just reminding everybody you weren't here first. This is our place, and we are sharing it with you now, which is beautiful. Thank you. There is wildlife palooza. We were there 2 hours and we saw a koala climb a tree, 3 kangaroos having afternoon break. The curlews had their annual meetings, or their daily morning and afternoon meetings in our front yard where our tent was. I've got pictures. I just haven't edited them because I need to crop my friend's face out of them because I don't want people harassing her on Facebook and stuff. We got some beautiful pictures. We didn't take a lot, probably because we were enjoying the time and we were actively not being on our phones. The signal was splotchy in places, but we had such a great time, and we cooked a lot, like a lot. We had a camp kitchen, but we had a little burner. I did a lot of pre-cooking, so we literally just had to heat a lot of it up. But we did take we did buy from the local butcher. We got some sausages, and we had sausages and snags. All the Australians know, we just basically had a snag on bread with some like salad and stuff. And we had burgers one night. We had a full English another, and we had Alfredo and katsu, and we had beautiful dinners. But we did treat ourselves as well. We went to the brewery. We had lunch there. They've got a brewery on the island. I got some souvenirs for myself and my husband from there. We went to Brown Lake, which is an inland lake that is brown from the lemon tea trees. The leaves fall into the water and they make the water look like tea. It goes this browny color, and we went in there, went swimming there. So quiet, like there's no background noise. It's just dead quiet. It's beautiful. And we went to Cylinder Beach, and we walked on the North Gorge, and we went to the Lookout, and we did a lot of sleeping and sitting around and day drinking. And it was fantastic. I'm so going back. As soon as we can, we're going back because we absolutely loved it. And there's still more things there to do that we didn't actually get to do. It's wonderful. So if you ever get a chance to visit as a day person, you can catch the ferry as a passenger. We took the car so we could drive around, and we just drove on the ferry, 45-minute drive, and then they've got paved roads, and then there's a whole nother section of the island that you have to four-wheel drive with. So we couldn't go to that part, but the parts we saw, fantastic. And I got to have my oysters. Yay! It was amazing. It was so good. It was delicious. But yeah, I had a wonderful holiday. And I touched sand, and I touched grass, and I touched fresh water, and I touched the beach. It was great. It was, yeah. No drop bears. It's a drop bear free zone. The drop bears only live on the mainland. Yep. I've got some beautiful photos. Yeah, the koala actually climbed down, and there was a tree, just a short, small tree near our front, out near where our tent was. And Mel's like, my friend's name's Mel. She said, "Oh, look behind you." And I turned around and I'm like, oh my God, there was a koala sitting in a tree, and it would have been just above my shoulder height, like just there. And he was just chilling, eating some leaves, hanging out. And I'm like, and I got it to take a picture of me, like sitting in front, having my like egg burger thing that I have for breakfast. And he's just sitting behind me. It was so surreal. It was bizarre. But I'm going to clip it together and just post it up. So if you want to just see some of the pictures, it's going to be like 3-minute video just of some nice pics on my holiday. Nothing too personal, but just, just to show off the beautiful part of the world that Brisbane and Australia is. Yep. Okay. No. And but you should hear the curlews at night time. If you weren't familiar, and the Australians would agree, if you were not familiar with the curlew sound at night time, you would think there was somebody being murdered in the bush, because that's what they sound like. And you could hear the koalas at night time too. They're making all their grunting noises. You would think that there was a murders happening, because that's what curlews sound like. And they chatter, and they're funny. Oh, I did buy myself a souvenir. I got an oyster shell. They paint it white, and then an artist does an animal from the island. And I got one because our curlews became our little mascot with a curlew on the inside. I might show you next time. It's out on the kitchen table. I just don't want to get up and get it. I'm comfy. I'm so comfy. But I've talked for ages. So what we're going to do today, here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch the last 3 things that I've made very, very small into 27. So that's the cooking, the mukbang, and then there was something else that she did. There was 3 things. And then I've put Ambie's 2 things together in 16 minutes. And then I've got the very short mukbang from today. So I've condensed it down into less than an hour of content between the 2 of them. Because I cut out the crap and I cut out the eating because I love you guys. So let's watch some of that, shall we? I've got my opener. I'll get rid of you because I don't need you. Now, we'll watch a bit of Foodie, then we'll do Ambi, and then we'll do her little 5-minute thing at the very end, because that way if I get tired, we won't miss it because it's only small. And it was mostly about Julia, and she didn't say anything that we didn't already know. Okay, this one. And I've called this one Foodie Cooks Kinda, because it's technically cooking, but I wouldn't say it's good cooking. But she's trying, Is she trying though? She's just trying our patience at this stage. Okay. I don't need to speed her up because I've already altered it when I edited it. Big Cooks. Hi. But just let me know if the volume's good, okay? All right. Whiskey is good for anything alcoholic is good because it's like antibacterial. Oh my God, my fever's starting to. I took some Panadol before I started, so I should be right. I sound like I'm dying from the plague, but I'm not. It's just a normal everyday cold, I've just got all the symptoms, fever, aches, tiredness, grumpy. I yelled at my mum today and I feel terrible, but she was provoking me. She kept repeating herself. And I'm like, Mum, if I've stuffed up the dates, I've stuffed them up. There's nothing I can do about it. Going back and looking at the text to prove that you're right and you told me the right thing doesn't change the fact that I made a mistake. And she was doing that. Mums get mad at you and they don't want to talk to you, but they have to acknowledge you. She was doing that. And I'm like, so you just have to chill out, all right? I'll do what I can to fix it. I felt a bit mean, but I was just like, I'm so sick. Leave me alone. I can't take your crap today. But she was all right after that. England and Germany and Belgium. Google it. I shall Google it. I will Google it. I'm terrible at the European. I just think Europe, and then there's just a bunch of places. Like Europe, there's so many lots of little countries. It's hard to I know Italy is the boot, and I know Belgium and Austria are pretty close together. That's about it. And then Paris and London and Spain, you can just get there by train. That's what I know. Okay. All right. So let's hit it. No, my mum's tough. Don't worry about my mum. My mum can handle me.
Stop at a co-op in Kuwait. Now, there are privately owned grocery stores and there are government subsidized grocery stores that are called co-ops. Generally, the prices at cooperative stores.
Now, I had called it a little while ago. Do you remember when they went shopping? I don't know how long ago it was, but she was like, oh, I'm getting out and I'm walking around, and they were getting a lot of the fruit, but it was at the end of the day and a lot of the stalls had tarps over it. And there was the guy walking around with the trolley and they were putting all the stuff on the trolley like it was a little wagon. I looked at that and I went, they're shopping at a co-op. They are shopping where normally people will put like a whole bunch of money together. One person will go and then they'll divide it up. Some people in the streets, like during the pandemic, were doing it. Like one person would go and get all the good groceries, and then that way, and then they would just drop them at people's doorstops, and then they would just email the money or direct debit the money over. And then that way you could get good fruit and veg, and it was pretty cheap because it was like wholesale. I called it. I said, I bet you any money they're doing co-op, and hence the massive amounts of things that they're buying.
Are usually cheaper depending on the items and the sales going on. Today we're shopping at a co-op. So yalla, let's go.
Right. Got some magic.
And of course, I'm going to get
Little
some
bottles, I love
Indomie
it.
or instant ramen noodles. My favorite kind is the chicken curry flavor. Next, some long macaroni noodles.
Now, I have watched this, and there's a couple of things I can say about Foodie. She's an absolute carb addict. Fresh fruit and veg are just non-existent, but bread and carbs and pastas and just, oh my goodness. But the amount of food that she bought, did they have a freezer? Because I have done shops like this before, like bulk ones, with the intention that I'm not going to be shopping for the next month or 3 to 4 weeks. All I'd have to do is just do a top up on my fruit, fresh and veg. I'll do buy all my meat, all my breads, all my pastas, and all my basics, stock up, and then anything that is like a perishable, I'll restock on that. But I get all my non-perishables, I'll just buy them all in one go, get them on bulk, and put them in the cupboard and sort them out. If this is for 1 week, because I think that's where everybody's getting caught up, that it's a weekly shop, this must be a couple of weeks worth. It can't be just 1 week's worth of shopping, because that's just there's no way anyone could get through that much. It's too much. She must be putting stuff in the freezer. But how big's their freezer? You'd have to have a separate box freezer or an upright or something. Surely.
Pasta bake. And I got 2 loaves of multigrain bread.
Freeze one, eat the other during the week.
Also picked up 3 things of pita bread, white pita bread. It's a staple in our home.
It's okay.
And some burger buns with sesame seeds on them.
Okay, so let's just break that down. Okay, so there are normally 2, 4, how many? There's usually 8 serves. Oh, is it 7? 7 serves of bread in a loaf. So 2. So that's 7 sandwiches. Okay, so they each have 1 sandwich. So that's, you're not having a sandwich every day, but okay. The pita breads, she has about 3 to 4 per meal. So that's 3 meals. Okay, the Indomie, she probably eats 3 packets. Okay, so things are starting to add up. The burgers, she probably has 2 burgers per thing. Yeah, you're right. She can get through all of this. And then whatever is not eaten by her, Sala eats. So, yep, we're looking, it's panning out. You're right. This could be a week's worth.
Now my favorite part, the deli. And this is some strong smelling Romi cheese. It's kind of like a Parmesan and a sharp.
Can I ask someone, only because I've got a bit of brain fog and just I'm concentrating on other things, can someone keep track of how many types of cheese? Can someone do how many types of cheeses she buys and how many variations of mortadella they buy? Because I know that they mention them quite a bit in this.
Aged cheddar. Look at all the pickles and
you
olives.
don't,
I'm in heaven.
Why do you say that?
So we got 1 kg of black olives, and I also got half of a kg of the sliced sour pickles. Here I got some butter and some shredded mozzarella cheese.
Oh,
and I
what
also
happened to the
picked up
volume?
a
It'll come
container
back.
of heavy cream.
Let me turn it up.
It's good to have on hand some cream just for
Oh, I can't.
sauces or soups.
Now, ugh. I tried to cut him out, but she was talking and stuff. Now, I keep cream on hand all the time because I usually make like pastas, and sometimes I like to make like a creamy rosé pasta, or make a garlic sauce for like 4 pastas, or desserts, or soups, or in my coffee if I'm making a chilled iced coffee. I always have cream on hand. Is that weird? Do other people do that? I feel it's a staple. Cream is a staple on the shopping. Every week I buy cream because we go through it every single week. A 600 ml tub in so many different things. Or I freeze it.
Angela got some sliced chicken mortadella deli meat for sandwiches.
Hi, Thumb.
All right, and we have some
Okay,
tortillas.
Jem.
So we're heading up to the top floor where they have all of the specials and sale items. So we're gonna go check that out. And I found 2 for the price of 1 tortilla. Lucky me.
But okay, so if you're econo shopping, right? Wouldn't you use your pittas instead of your tortillas? You just pull them in half. Like you would just break, like, you know how they've got the seam? You just break it down and be like, okay, I'm just going to use the pitta instead of a tortilla. It's basically kind of the same thing, different. But if you're trying to save money, wouldn't you just use your pita breads instead? Or ixnay 1 or 2 bags of your pitta and throw in your tortillas instead. Like it's the same.
We found some Mr. Potato, which is like a knockoff Pringles brand, but actually
true. Same, Tammy. I like the flavor.
And sour cream and onion flavor. My favorite is sour cream and onion. So.
Oh my god.
Some Reese's cups. Some puffed corn.
Oh, and somebody else needs to be on chocolate watch. I mean, just basically it should just be crap watch. The 3 C's: cheese, chocolate, and cholesterol, which is the mortadella.
Sticks, they're so good.
Oh my god, a kilo!
Some
I know.
ranch, Thousand Islands, and French salad dressing.
The only place that I could imagine buying that many olives, it would be like somewhere if you were making Greek salads, or like a tapenade, or a pizza place, or like a kilo is bulk buy. But yeah, she's eating it. I bet that's like she snacks on that. Some people would snack on an apple, or an orange, or a banana, or some rice cakes, or some crackers. Not this one. Olives.
My favorite is French. What is your favorite salad dressing?
My favorite salad dressing is honey mustard, or the honey soy Asian, the Chang's noodles, Australians. I don't know if Americans have this, but you know the dressing that you can get for the Chang's noodle salads, you know, with the cabbage, the celery, the shallots, bit of carrot, and you put your dry noodles through it, and then you put that Chang's sesame dressing on top. That's my favorite.
Have some olive oil, also a staple. I don't know if you know, but I'm about to become a chef, so I'm going to need all of these things. Thank you. Another must-have is Red Rooster, and it's dirt cheap, so...
What the heck is Red Rooster? Because we have Red Rooster in Australia. Doohickey, you know what? Oh, I like ranch dressing too, but I only like the Paul Newman's one, and it's so fatty. It's so bad for you. I've tried to make skinny versions of ranch, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't taste right, because Paul Newman's is the best. We have a place here called Red Rooster, or as Australians would call it when we were kids, Red Rooter. Red Rooster, it's a chicken place that makes like chicken bread rolls, like the long hot dog rolls, and they put the chicken, a bit of gravy and a bit of mayo, and that's your roll. Or they'll make like a half a chicken with chips and a pineapple fritter, and what else do they put in that one? Pineapple fritter and something else, can't remember. It's called the Hawaiian pack. Or you can get a whole chicken, or you can get chicken burgers. It's basically a chicken place, but it's called Red Rooster. I don't know what Red Rooster sauce is. What is it? Is it spicy? Is it savory? What does it do? Is it delicious?
Get to.
Oh, the chicken rolls, they are good. They're the only thing I'll eat from Red Rooster, but I don't even eat Red Rooster.
Steak sauce.
Good chips, though.
Jar of pasta sauce. I could drink.
Now, would they eat steaks? Have we ever seen her eat steaks? Do you use the steak sauce on anything but steak? Because I don't buy steak sauce. I make mine. I make a garlic sauce for my steaks when we have them, and we usually have rump, or we have eye fillet. I'm not going to tell you the recipe because this sauce has gotten me marriage proposals. It has, but it's so good. It's the one thing my son wants me to hand down to him, and he's not a cook, but he loves the sauce. I don't use steak sauce. I don't use it. on steak. I only like gravy or pepper sauce.
And yellow mustard. Heck, I probably have.
Hey,
Don't do that at
Sage,
home.
hi. And her pasta,
A can
what?
of mortadella. The block of it. It's kind of like a
Does
spam.
it go in the beefaroni? Is that what it does? So I looked up what beefaroni is and bleh, oh my God, revolting.
But with chicken and halal. 1 can of chopped tomatoes.
Worcestershire sauce. I can say it if I don't think about it. Actually goes in my garlic sauce. It's not my secret ingredient, but it's in there. What else do I use that for? I use that when I make there's an English recipe that I make where you mix mustard, tomato sauce, and Salisbury sauce. That's what it's kind of like a Salisbury sauce. And then you put a bit of Worcestershire sauce in it and you mix it around. It's delicious.
All right, and now for the fresh produce. I love the smell of fresh herbs. So I'm going to get some carrots here. Some green peppers as well. Some lemons.
The fresh food's just going to go to rot. It always does. She doesn't have enough recipes to use up 4 capsicums. I cook a lot and I use capsicum in probably maybe 3 recipes a week. And I'd only go through like, I don't know, maybe 1.5. And I use it a bit. And I use it in salads because you don't need a lot. What is she cooking? Maybe she's making like stuffed peppers. Maybe she's going to stuff it with rice and mince or something.
Some nectarines. I love these. They're already almost all gone.
Oh, Sage. I went to Stradbroke Island. I stayed at a place called Amity Point on that side of the island because I think you guessed where it was, right?
Some fresh white mushrooms.
So I had capsicum left over and I don't like to waste food and I like to use it up. And I'm not a huge raw capsicum fan. I like it in things, cooked on things like pizza, salads, yada, yada. I like it with stuff, with topping. But what I did is I got my cast iron skillet out and I sliced it up into strips. And then I kind of made the hand really hot. So it almost like smoked it or burnt it a little bit, cooked it off and made it soft. And then what I did was I got the oil from my Persian feta because it had a little bit of peppers and spice in it. And I poured a little bit of that oil over it and got a little bit of the Persian feta, just a little bit because it's very fatty, and popped it on the capsicum and mixed it up. And I made like a little anti-pasto snap pack. I put some cicadas and some chopped up carrots. And I think I put, I don't know, some mandarin slices. And then I just had that as my little walk home snacks. And that was really nice. I'm so doing that again. But yeah, the cast iron gives it that little bit of a burnty, smoky flavor. It was really good.
And a bag of potatoes. I think they're white potatoes. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not showing your comments, guys. I'm so sorry.
Gotta have some tomatoes. So I had to excuse myself and use the washroom. So Salah finished some of the list. He got some mixed berry juice as well as some other.
Now, they are doing their bulk shopping and she's always got water, right? Why did we see them buy lots of water? Like, where do they get the water from? This is way too many sugary drinks. It's sugar, like salt, sugar, because it's not even just sugars in their drinks. There's sugars in the breads that she eats, the carbs. There's sugars in the sauces that she's buying. There's salt and sugar in the pack, just everything packet. Oh, man. And she bought all those lemons. What are all the lemons for? Like, what recipe is the lemons going to be for? She didn't put it in the chicken. Do they just sit and eat lemons does Salah like to eat lemons like apples? Or does she slice it up and put it in water? What are the lemons for?
Kinds of juice. Some lemon and mint juice. Some labna.
Labna falls into the cheese category, I believe. Eggplant, depends on how you cook them. They can taste slimy and goopy, or they can be like a steak. But you've got to salt them and you've got to make sure you pat all the water out of them, and then they can have a nice, I don't know, soft potatoey texture. I like to have them in baba ganoush. That eggplant really takes on smoky flavors really nicely. And it can have, when it's pureed and blended up, it gets like quite a silky kind of texture when you mix it up, and it's quite solid. It's very strange, but it does tend to absorb flavors quite well. So whatever flavor you want to add to it, an eggplant will pick it up.
Parmesan cheese mountain incoming.
She doesn't even buy the good Parmesan. That's just salt.
Some halloumi cheese.
Parmesan cheese just tastes like that vegan stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I mean? I can't remember. If anybody can think of that name, that savory stuff that you put on vegan food to give it like a cheesy flavor. I can't remember the name of it, but that's what that Parmesan tastes like. It's just salt. Hi, Upside Day. Hi.
Some Kerrygold red cheddar. Yum. As well as a big bag of shredded
chili
cheddar. Some whitefish and some salmon fillets.
Maybe the lemons for the salmon. Maybe she's gonna wrap it up in some baking. So if I was to make salmon, okay, I'm baking. I'm foodie. Oh, but I'm not a fatty, so I would make it probably lean. Okay, I would probably get some dill, some lemon, some olive oil, salt, pepper, some chili flakes, and I would probably put the salmon down, the lemon slices over the top, bit of the oil, just, drizzle everything over it, wrap it up in some baking paper and just stick it in the oven for maybe 15 minutes on about, 180, pull it out, beautiful. And then I'd probably have it with some salad and maybe maybe some carrots for the carb, because I don't want it to be too heavy, or maybe some sweet potato chips on the side. That would be my dinner. And it's no fuss. It's literally one pot. And then you just got to chop your stuff up. That's like a 10-minute, not even a 10-minute prep, 20-minute meal. Or you can grill it.
These roasted crunchy chicken strips are the best I've ever tasted in my life. Some ice, because I like everything extra ice, so yeah, that's a must.
That's because she's always hot. Oh, beautiful.
These are cream cheese squares. They're basically like kiri cheese.
No, she's going, you know what she's going to do? She's going to get the salmon, and she's going to get some of that labana or some of that cream cheese, and she's going to slice it up. She's going to put the cream cheese over the top of the salmon, and she's going to make it into like a cream cheese salmon ball, like the outside's just all cream cheese. And then she's going to put some cumin over the top and a bit of steak sauce. And then she's going to put it in the air fryer. It's going to be great.
Some Snack brand chocolate bars. Some Lion brand peanut chocolate.
I use my air fryer. So I cooked a meal for my husband today because I've been back and he's been fending for himself, and he's fine. I don't have to cook for him. I choose to cook for him. I've been gone for 5 days and he likes my home cooking. So I got some chicken wings that were pre-marinated in an air pack out of the fridge, and I just defrosted those, put them in the air fryer, put about 7 or 8 of them in the air fryer, 11 minutes one side, 11 minutes the other, took them out, had some pre-chopped pumpkin, some frozen peas, put them in a container, cooked them for about 10 minutes. And then I chopped up some potatoes, cooked them in the microwave, and then I made some beef gravy to go over the potatoes and the veggies, and that was the dinner, and that was so easy and simple. But he was like, oh God, that looks good. And I've got leftovers that I'm going to have for my dinner. I'm just going to have the veg because I'm craving some just veg at the minute with gravy.
Chocolate bars. A pack of Milky.
What are you talking about, Moonlit Goth? That is a foodie recipe if I've ever heard one. It's got cheese, it's got steak sauce. Both those flavors are going to completely cover up the salmon because she doesn't like salmon. She doesn't like fish. It's going to be a creamy, dreamy, that's what we're going to call it, the creamy, dreamy salmon dish.
Chocolate bars. Some chocolate croissant. I love this area, the bulk area. So we got a
I'm
huge jar of
jelly.
pickles, a kilo
I'm
of
so
pumpkin
jelly.
seeds, barbecue flavor, and some other seeds. And they just have like all kinds of candy. And
I'm all out of cold noodles. That was something I was going to do today, is go to the shops and get a couple of packets of cold noodles, because that's all I'm craving at the minute. Like, I love that for dinner. It's so yummy. But I just didn't have the energy to go up the shop, so I'll have to get some on my way to work tomorrow.
everything looks so yummy. 1 pack of red fruits flavored iced tea.
Ma'am, you've got 7 different flavors of drinks. Why? 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 I mean, you've got nothing but time on your hand. Why don't you just buy some fresh fruit and veg, get yourself some artificial sweetener, some mineral water. Just start making yourself some yummy smoothies. It'll fill your day. It'll take time away from you, like reading and watching all the videos about you online. It's nutritionally better because it's actual fruit. And if you're going to have sugar, at least have like fruit sugar. I mean, it's closer to the source. It's almost considered a whole food. This is just madness. Oh my God. Ah.
And 1 pack of lemon iced tea. And lastly, 2 bottles of fizzy fruits drink.
Oh, because we're really low on fizzy fruit drinks. We're just low. So make sure we get one of each kind. Oh, I'm going to say I have a new obsession. I don't like Mountain Dew. Don't like the flavor. It's weird. I don't get it. They brought out a new flavor of sugar-free Mountain Dew. I didn't realize when I started drinking it that it is like infused with caffeine. I'm not a Mountain Dew drinker, right? Okay. Now I know. It's called the melon something Mountain Dew. It's a watermelon flavored Mountain Dew, and it's sugar-free. So, of course, I've tried it. Now it's my new favorite drink. I love it. Does anybody know what guava cruises taste like? The watermelon cruises taste like, the vodka cruises. That is what it tastes like, but in mocktail form. So I'm kind of a little bit obsessed with it. I've had it about. I used to get Diet Pepsi, not Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Max. Now I'm getting the Mountain Dew Melon, and I think I'm going to have to stop because it's got too much caffeine in there. But it tastes so good. I love guava juice.
At most grocery stores, at least this one, they put the groceries into the car for you, which is very nice of them.
Okay, I stopped it there because after that was Julia sitting in a trolley, and I try and cut the cat out whenever I can. So basically, where did we get with the cheese count, the chocolate count, and the mortadella count? Where were we at, guys? Oh, don't worry. My Pepsi Max is infused with Jose Suervo tequila. I'm just felt like I needed. I know I don't normally drink when I'm sick, but today I'm just like, I need to crash out. I've got a sore neck. I didn't get sunburn on my holiday though. I'm so proud of myself. I got tanned. I got a little bit tanned. You can't see it. Got a little bit tanned, but no sunburn because I put sunscreen on like a mad woman. Wore a bucket hat or a visor every day. I refuse to get burnt because it will just ruin your holiday. Oh, and the bread. Oh, 9 cheeses. 9 variety of cheeses. Now, when I'm sick, and I used to do this with my son, and he still holds this habit to this day. When you are sick with a cold, you don't eat a lot of dairy because it makes you all mucusy. And sorry if that grosses anybody out, because I know sometimes the word mucus does. But especially because if you've got asthma and stuff, you don't want anything that's going to make your like thick in the chest, and it can inflame like extra allergies and stuff because your immune system's compromised and stuff like that. But we stay away from the cheese because it makes things a bit harder and grosser. Not this one. I feel like she would swim in fondue if you let her. Like, if it wasn't considered haram, I think she would actually like to swim in a vat of melted cheese. That would be like a dream for her. And just open her mouth and just like, I just 9 types of cheeses. How many cheeses do I have in my fridge? I have the Devondale 3-cheese blend, because I like to put those on things when I make like a pasta bake or nachos or something. And then I have just regular old tasty cheese. That's it. Oh, and I have Bega cheese slices, which are again just a cheddar cheese, because we have them in different forms because of how we eat them. Cheese is for the sandwiches. The shredded is for bakes. And then the grated cheese is for toasties because it just melts better. It's got a different consistency. But 9 cheeses. Oh, hang on. My friend has texted me. Sorry. My friend just asked me, what were the Weet-Bix that you bought that we took camping? They were really good. What did I buy? I bought the fruit. They were Weet-Bix, but they're the bites instead of the actual bricks. And they had like berry bricks. I think I'll have to text her back and send her a picture of the box. They were really good because we had cereal one morning. But she made, I'll see if I can pull up the picture. Did she send it to me? She made a full English breakfast one day. Did you send me the picture of it? Let me see. No, she didn't. She must have sent it to, yeah. She made a full English breakfast with baked beans, an egg, sausages, and grilled tomatoes and toast. I was sleeping, but she made it, and I just had sausages on bread instead with baked beans. It was delicious. But she went all out because she's a cook too. She's more of a baker, but she's a very good cook as well. So let's keep going, and you just have to look at my big old fat mug for about 10 seconds. Yeah, I just wanted to have a break between them.
Hello, welcome back to another video, guys.
Oh, why is she so quiet?
And we're finally going to be cooking something here in here. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm a little stuffy, getting over a cold or something.
You know what I love to do when I cook? You know what I absolutely love to do? Put on a full face of makeup. I absolutely do love a full face of makeup when I'm over a hot stove cooking away. I love that she's making the effort for the videos though. Now, I wonder why she's gone and got the chef's hat. Is she just trying to make it a little bit more fancy? Fine, she's putting some effort. She's got an apron on. I've got a couple of aprons. I am a bit of an apron fan. I do like it because I do tend to wipe on my hands a bit, and I do like to protect my clothes. But I've got aprons. I love mine, but I don't know what hers says. But she looks a little mental, doesn't she? Look, this shot's pretty good, but she's gone to all the effort. She's gone to all the effort to buy an apron and a chef's hat, but she's not willing to invest in cookware and proper plates and bowls and stuff. But I'll get myself a cheap little hat and apron, okay?
I have a chef hat. Yes, I do. And I'm going to make dinner for myself and my husband today. And I'm going to be making a chicken roast, or a roasted chicken. So despite the chef hat,
ew, Shelly,
one size fits all, except for me. It doesn't really fit me.
Timu.
But whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna be cooking your
sweetie. Now, like one size fits all. Okay, fair enough. Which means that they've put extra long strings on there. That's not always true though, because you can always buy one size fits all, and it doesn't actually do that. But I mean, she could have put an extra string on it. Is that for the feeders? Why did she have to show us that the apron didn't actually fit? Is it because she was probably thinking that we were going to look at that and we could obviously clearly see that the strings didn't do up? Why does she point these things out and then wonder why we talk about her size? Because one size fits all should fit most people, unless you are on the very, 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 very end of the spectrum of large sizes. Like that would be an XXXXXXL, right? It is, I mean, it's not even a very cute apron, but maybe it's because it matched the hat. And it looks like it's tent fabric. See, look how shiny it is. Look how shiny. It just looks like the food would run off it. I like mine to be cotton. cotton.
Average meals with things I have in my pantry and my fridge. But I thought, you know what? Cooking is kind of boring. So I'll bring you guys along, and we're going to make a roasted chicken, some air fryer potatoes, and...
Now, I've got to admit, I have not watched all of this all the way through. I cut out Julia. So most of this is going to be a surprise to me. The process, the ingredients, what she's done. I've seen the mukbang, but this I wanted to be a surprise that I watched all the way with you guys, because I don't know what to expect. I want to know. I don't even know how she cooks this chicken. I don't know. I don't know. So if I have make some funny faces, I'm sorry. My emotions come out in my face. I have a very difficult time suppressing what I'm thinking. You can usually guess what I'm thinking by my face. So if it scrunches up, I'm sorry.
Some broccoli and cheese, maybe a salad. We'll see. I'm not too sure. My husband hates broccoli.
It's probably why thick cotton. It's because it doesn't just go up in flames. Whereas this is a hazard, but she doesn't have an open flame cooktop. She has a electrical element, so she's not in so much danger.
But with cheese, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. So let's get started. So,
I don't.
Yeah, this is my oven, my
face.
stove. It's kind of older, but it does the job always. So the very first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven.
I'm not going to lie. Okay, and this may get me cancelled. But if she wasn't such an absolute shithead, she would look completely 100% adorable in this little outfit with this little chef hat, and a little apron, and a little attempt at, cooking. Like, she could be a wholesome, motherly, comfort, home cooking chef. If we didn't know that she was an absolute shit, you could think she's a little bit adorable in this moment. And that's just, but no. Oh, okay. Sorry, shenanigans on my bad.
In the way. This is the size of my chicken. It's small.
Okay.
So let's do, you know what? I want the chicken to release as much juice as possible, so I'm going to cook it kind of low and slow. So we're going to do bake 350? Yeah. 350. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. I use this pan for almost everything. I have
what?
Maybe 2 or 3 pans.
Did she just say she's preheating her oven? Oh, maybe she's putting some veggies and stuff in the pan. I'm assuming the pan's not for the chicken.
But whatever. Okay, so we're just going to run that around. I wash my chicken. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't like the slimy on the chicken.
Okay, Australians in the chat, who washes the chicken? Because we don't do that here. Well, I don't do that. I know it's a thing in other countries. People wash the chicken breast. They wash the whole chickens. We do not do that here because of a couple of reasons. We don't have salmonella chickens, but we can still get the salmonella. Washing your chicken throws the salmonella around you. It's cross-contamination. It gets the salmonella water around your sink. We open the packet. We put it in the pan. No fuckery, no mucking about. Anything that's on there will get cooked off. There is no slime on chicken if it is fresh chicken. If you have slimy chicken, your chicken's no good. Just saying. If you have to wash it because it smells, throw the chicken out. That's all I got to say. But you do whatever you were taught to do. That's not what I was taught to do.
Hi. Very small bird. Not GMO, I guess. So I'm going to put it in the pan.
You're right. Our produce is
I know this looks gross, but I'm going to wash my hands.
What is she doing? I'm sorry. But did she just put... Okay. Okay. Did you just put a cold chicken into a cold pan with olive oil? Why? I don't understand. What is she doing? I don't get that. What is she doing? What is she doing?
Right. And honestly, I'm going to be making a gravy with the drippings. So I'm not going to add any spice really to it. Just a bit of salt, pepper, and maybe a bit of paprika. That. My paprika is almost finished, so I have to renew it.
What is she doing? Are we pan frying the chicken? What do we do? What is she doing? Is this a baked chicken? Then why is it in the pan? Does the pan go, what? Okay, so the elements on it. So she is going to put this pan into the oven. It's a skillet that can be oven baked. Okay, I'm on board now. I'm still confused by the process, but okay.
And I'm going to take some of the olive oil and just kind of rub it on the bird.
But what? It is an oven safe pan though, right? Like the handle can go in there, right?
Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna.
She's making this up as she goes along. She's not thought this through at all, has she? Because this is not how you do a roast chicken. Not even close to how you do a roast chicken. She's never made roast chicken, has she? No.
I'm gonna take some butter and just place it on the bird.
Oh God.
And maybe.
Guys, why do we not just put butter on the outside unless we are basting? Because it's going to melt. It's just going to run over the skin. Where do we put the butter? We put the butter under the skin because that way it crisps the skin up and it also soaks into the breast. Oh my God.
Be a little inside. Over here.
Look. If that isn't oven safe, because it looks like it's a ceramic cast iron, so I've got a feeling that it is in fact oven safe. Some of them aren't oven safe past 200 degrees, so she's baking at 180, so that's fine, right? Well, Fahrenheit's different, but I think she's looked up one or two recipes and she's just not taken any notice. But why? But why? And roast chicken needs spices. We need some garlic, we need some onion, we need some paprika, we need some marjoram, we need some thyme, we need some rosemary, we need salt, we need basic black pepper. Like, what are you doing?
Here. You can melt the butter first, you can poke holes in.
You know what? But that's counterintuitive, Moonlit Goth, because if you had more pans, it would be and more utensils and more equipment, it would make the meals easier to prep and then to cook, and then you'd be less inclined to order in because you find cooking really frustrating and time consuming and awkward, and you don't have the right things and you're not getting the right outcome. Investing maybe $100 or $150 in your actual cooking stuff would actually probably help you save money in the long run because you are finding cooking less painstaking, more enjoyable, and you're getting better meals from it. It's counterintuitive. And what housewife, because she's everyday Mariam, doesn't have a set-up kitchen? She's got a spice rack there with all the spices, but why would you buy a whole bunch of spices if you're not actually going to freaking cook and you have 2 pans? Why? It doesn't make sense.
The bird. Up to you. I'm doing it this way. So once the oven's preheated, I'm going to stick it in the oven, and then I'm going to baste it every so often, maybe every 20 minutes. We'll see. I'll let you know exactly how long I let it cook for. I'll probably...
She's just going to burn that. Okay, so she's got olive oil and she's got butter and salt and pepper. So she's got a bland, rubbery chicken. Because it should have been cooking oil, not olive oil, because olive oil has a lower burn temperature. Fucking Jesus.
Raise the heat
no.
on it near the end of cooking so that the skin, if it's not brown, it'll get browned. But, yeah, chicken. To maximize the juice, I'm going to cover it.
Now, you know what she should have done if she wanted it? She should have butterflied it, cut it down the middle and flayed it out. It would have taken less longer to eat. The juices would have come out a lot faster. This would have been a much easier way for her to cook this. This is too complicated for her. Woo! He's covered it. Clever girl.
Because it's not a large chicken, so it probably won't give out very much juice for a gravy. So let's see if this works. All right, I'll be back in a bit.
You don't need any drippings for good chicken gravy. You just need bouillon. That's all you need. You don't need to have the drippings. The drippings just make it extra good, but you're not about extra good. You're just about volume.
See you. All right, so that bird, as tiny as it is,
right,
is throwing off a mighty smell. Does that sound like a cooking channel?
No, you don't.
Okay, I'm like really hungry. I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm gonna have a freaking big salad while I'm waiting. So let's make one. Whoa, my thing is on wheels. All right, so I have some lettuce here, some washed veggies. The veggies in my put this aside for Howie, my hamster. The veggies in my fridge, I have lots, so they want to come out and play. All right, so I'm just gonna chop about a head of romaine here. Put that in a huge bowl.
Okay, now this is going to be so petty, but that's what we're doing today. An entire head of lettuce for 2 people who don't like salad. Maybe 3 or 4 leaves, 2 or 3 slices of tomato, a couple of bits of cucumber, carrot on top, and a light sprinkling of cheese if we must, and then all the salad dressing in the world. That's the kind of salad she's going to have. But she's used an entire romaine of lettuce for the 2 of these bozos who don't even like it. It's too much.
Cool. I love the smell of roasting chicken.
Bouillon. We call it stock.
Okay.
Stock powder.
We have cuke. Just rough chop that. Yummy. All right.
An entire cucumber. Okay. No idea about portions. But the thing is, we know she's going to eat all of the chicken and all of the whatever else she makes with it. And maybe this much salad, like a half a cup of salad to go with it. Instead of going, I'm going to eat mostly the salad with a side of the chicken and the side of the whatever cheesy thing she makes, because I'm sure it's cheesy. Cubes. She didn't wash the veggies. I thought she said it was pre-washed. It's probably got the sand in
I'm
it.
so congested, and I don't know how long that's going to be for. And, you know, I don't have much energy, but life goes on. And, you know, I have all this food. I did a huge grocery order, and I felt okay. You know, I thought, I'm okay, I can go out. But the next day, I felt poorly. It took a turn for the worse. So,
we must have the same cold.
I don't know what happened there. But since then, I've been inside trying to recover and just eating little things. Not much of an appetite, honestly.
I made gravy today, but I just made it like the easiest way in the world. I got my bouillon, which is beef. I made beef gravy, but it wasn't the powder or the liquid stock. It was the goopy little, you get them in little packets like that, and they're about a tablespoonful, but and you just rip the lid off, and it's like jelly. It's like a jelly concentrate, and then you plop it in. And then I added about a cup and a half of water, and then I add some corn flour to it, and I stirred it up till it thickened, and that was it. Tasted great. It was fine. It was because it was thickened with that jelly stuff in it. It would have been a good one for like to have with chips. But how do you mess up gravy from scratch? I mean, it's gravy. It's literally the brown stuff at the bottom of the dish with a bit of water and a bit of corn flour or flour in it. How do you mess that up?
Except for like soup and been eating soup and sandwiches. So, and ordering here and there, you know. So we have a salad.
Have we got a poll going on when she's going to order next? Like, when do we see the next BK order? When do we see McDonald's? Or are we not going to see it and she's going to pretend that she's been cooking every day? Nah, we'll see it. She'll give up. I'm giving it not tomorrow. No, because I think if they're under financial restraint, she's going to have to keep up the pretense for a while. I'm going to give it a week. I'm going to give it exactly 7 days.
Have some cheddar cheese.
Yay. Oh, hit the thumbs up, guys.
Okay.
If you want to do the whole thing.
So
24 hours? Well, that's
I'm gonna
today.
eat some of this. I'm going to put some in a smaller bowl, save some for Priscilla.
Oh my God, she's just ruined that salad with all that cheese. But okay. And you know what? If you're going to do a salad, don't do cheddar, do Parmesan. Do the grated Parmesan on top. It's way better. But her pay would have gone in yesterday. But these are pre-recorded, so I bet she's already eaten takeaway then.
And I have my favorite. French dressing is my favorite. I love it. I've loved it since I'm a kid. So, yeah, just one sec. It's kind of thick dressing. What's your guys' favorite salad dressing? This one, and there used to be one.
Oh my goodness. I like her lipstick. What's her lipstick? Did she say? It actually is not an offensive color. The lip gloss looks good. It doesn't look insane. Oh, okay.
I think they still make it.
Pleasantly
By
surprised.
Creamy Cucumber. Right. I can find these again.
I am a generous and benevolent overlord. No. What I mean is when I say a week, it'll be a week before we see it on camera. She's probably already eaten the takeaway, but she's going to keep the pretense up for a week. And then she's going to hope that we forget about it. And then we're going to say, guys, I've been cooking for a whole week. So I decided to treat myself with a Burger King mukbang. Yay! And she'll eat half a burger, 3 chips and say, golly gosh, all this home cooking. My appetite, I can't possibly entertain fast food anymore. Ooh, my appetite is quenched. Couldn't eat anymore. Funny how my appetite has, like, the size of my appetite has fallen in line with the new terms of services from YouTube. Isn't that strange? Funny how the world works. No, we'll see mukbangs from BK and Macca's and stuff, but she's going to put up the pretense for a little while, and the eating out will just be a treat. Yes.
Good dressing.
Oh, the chewing. Sorry, guys. I normally would have cut that out.
I'll be back soon to do the potatoes. All right, that was delicious. Let's do the potatoes. So we might only eat one potato.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What kind of French dressing leaves a cheesy residue in the bowl? Doohickey and just a girl. You would know that our French dressing is not like that. It's like clear vinaigrette. It's got some parsley and I think oregano in it and a bit of vinegar and a bit of oil. Our French dressing does not look like that. Doesn't have that yellow color. No. What hellish French dressing is that? Of course you'd like it because it's probably cheesy yellow.
That hurts.
I don't like that.
Here.
French dressing's the light dressing
Now,
when you try to lose weight.
So I have a liner here in my air fryer. Okay.
Cheap hack, guys. Just buy baking paper. Legit. Just buy baking paper. It works exactly the same. Don't spend money on those bullshit liners. They are expensive and ridiculous. Just cut your silicone tray off, point the corners in, pop it inside. Does the exact same thing.
And
no. That looked like Thousand Island.
no, I'm going to leave skin on because I like the skin. Okay.
I like the
By the
skin,
way,
and that's where all the nutrients
I have like 2
are.
knives. One is like a bread knife, so.
Ma'am, your chunks
So
are
we're going to make them
quite
big enough chunks. Okay.
Yup.
You know.
Now, I don't know if she's put the camera there because lack of prep space, or she just wants everything all in one spot, but her lack of prep space makes me feel a bit sad. It makes me feel a little like, as somebody who likes to cook, I actually stopped cooking because my kitchen was ridiculous. I had less cooking space in my little kitchen before we renovated than you would find in a camper van. It was an absolute nightmare because we had a microwave, we had an oven, and then we had all the bits and pieces that you still could not cook. Couldn't have two people in the kitchen at the same time. Then we renovated, and my beautiful husband allowed me to have a massive island. We've got a 3.6 meter island in our kitchen now. I have an area where you can just make sandwiches, pizza, I can do pasta. I've got so much cooking space that I can make whatever I want. And that was an essential when we designed the kitchen, is like, I need space to cook. And we've got a little coffee station. So there's like that, and the microwave doesn't take up space on the bench. I said, I don't want a sink on the bench. I just want surface. And he got me that. And now I'm like, yeah, I'm living the life. I've got all the room in the world. And that's what this makes me feel sad, that she doesn't even have prep space. How can you cook with no prep space? It's ridiculous. I can sleep on the island. The island is longer than my body. My husband can lie down on it because we tried it out. He's 180 centimeters long. Like, it's so long. It's ridiculous.
Just 2 potatoes. Looks like it'll do it, so. What I'm going to season them with is some Evu, of course. I know. Salt.
If she wants them crispy like that, like, this is not how you get it done. No. Okay. Air fryer people, how do we get our potatoes crispy in the air fryer? First of all, you have to soak them in water and then pat them dry. And then you spray them with the oil. You don't coat them in the oil. It's too thick. It just burns. Then you put salt. You put them in a bowl and you can stir them around, or you can spray them, and then you put salt and pepper. But if you want them to be crispy and yummy in the air fryer, you have to soak them first. I don't know why. It just works that way. But she's just making soft potatoes, right? So if you're making soft potatoes, what do you need the oil for? You don't. You just need the salt and pepper. The moisture in the potatoes will do the rest for you. She's nuts. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Pepper.
Oh, Sage, no way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This is not open yet. Hold on. At the top.
Nada has destroyed more food in his lifetime than Foodie has yet. So he's not one to talk. A man who says he is once a head chef but presents people with raw chicken. And what he did to that tuna, I still remember what he did to that tuna steak. There is not a chef in the world who would cook a tuna steak that long and not, you don't do that to tuna. Tuna is almost enjoyed, if it's that good of a quality, almost raw. You only have to slightly cook it. It's meant to be a little bit underdone in the middle. And then, no. He has no room to move. He doesn't know how to cook. He just throws shit together and hopes it doesn't catch on fire.
Pop it up in my some garlic powder. Okay.
It makes them soft in the middle and crunchy on the outside.
Yeah. I love onion powder. It's all over my apron. Better than my shirt. That's why I got this. Onion powder, okay. And I'm going to try a little bit of steak sauce. I just improvise, like whatever I see something,
Then don't.
And I'm just gonna
fucking don't, Chantal. Improvisation is not your strength. Follow the recipe. Follow the recipe. You do not have enough experience in the kitchen to improvise. You need steps, you need ingredients, you need cooking times, you need prep time, you need the right tools. You are a beginner level cook. Stop it. Stop. You're going to give Salah a bellyache and you're going to have to rub his tummy and give him warm water to make him feel better. No, don't improvise. You're not at that level. You need to start at the bottom and work your way up. Fucking potatoes with steak sauce.
All right. So that's what they look like. So I'm going to put them in the air fryer until they're tender with a fork. Wash my hands. And I'll see you back for the broccoli. Let's check the chicken. Oh, magnificent.
Okay. This is how I do chicken because that's bullshit. Okay, chicken, baking pan, an actual roasting pan. That's what we do. We get some whole garlic cloves and we keep them for later. Whole garlic cloves, just not even shelled, just thrown in there. We get a couple of onions, chop them in half, put them on the bottom. Then we get the actual chicken and pop it on top. It's either butterflied or it's whole. We get some paprika, sprinkle that on top, salt and pepper on top. Then we get the butter and we shove it up under the skin underneath. Sorry, vegans, I'm sorry. And then maybe if I'm feeling a little bit frisky, we put an onion inside of the actual chicken. Just keep the cavity open, but also to get those beautiful onion flavors through the meat. And then we stick it in the oven. We put the alfoil on top and we'll bake it. We'll bake it at about 180, depending on the size. We do half an hour. No, we do 15 minutes per kilo. And then at the very end, we'll crank up the heat to get that crispy skin and take the alfoil off. That's how you make a chicken. This is all just bullshit, weird stuff. I don't know what she's doing.
You see them brown bits in the pan? That's going to be a gravy.
That's a sad chicken. That
this juice now
looks sad. Deglaze it. Did she deglaze it? Did she put stock in the... She used it to stock, right?
Back in the oven to brown up.
What?
Uncovered. And then hopefully everything will be ready by the time.
Well, so what's going to happen? The alfoil is going to be hot when she takes it out of the fridge, and then she's going to have all the juices that are still going to come out of that chicken. She's going to pick it up, and it's going to drip everywhere. Why? Just put the chicken back in the pan, crank up the heat, and then all you got to do is take the chicken out, put it on a plate, and then deglaze your pan and put your corn flour in, and you've got freaking gravy. What are you doing?
My husband gets home, he'll be hungry. He's out doing some work. So,
oh my God. It's so
I'm also
simple.
going to raise that too.
But these are the things you learn in home ec. You learn these things in home ec. You learn these things, or you don't. I don't know. Things I learned to make with my nan: custard kisses, vanilla slice, chocolate slice with marshmallow tops, marshmallow. She taught me how to bake stuff. Pumpkin scones, scrambled eggs, just a basic pikelets, basic shit to learn temperatures, cooking times, how to change things up. Like, these are skills that you need to learn how to cook, and she doesn't have them. I've got a feeling that Shmee doesn't cook. Shmee didn't cook. Shmee was a crack a tin and heat it up, microwave kind of gal, wasn't she? How does Chantal love food? How do you get to be a foodie and know so little about how to prepare food? I don't believe she's a foodie at all. Nah, not a chance.
And we're good to go. Last thing is the broccoli, which I'm also going to be cooking in the air fryer. So when the potatoes are done, I'm going to put them in the oven to keep warm. Cook the broccoli. So I'll see you soon. Okay, guys.
Oh my God.
Back. All right. So
okay,
here's the potato.
Okay. The only thing you can do to broccoli to fuck it up is to just overcook it. Like broccoli, even overcooked broccoli you can eat, unless it's a little bit burnt. So the broccoli is going to be fine, isn't it? Don't tell me it's not, because I think I might cry.
Potatoes.
Yeah, they look all right.
A little overdone on some of them, but mostly they look perfect.
Fucking olive oil.
So I'm going to wrap them, put them away for now. I'm going to take some broccoli here, frozen.
Nothing better than potatoes that have gone cold with olive oil on the outside. Because that's a lovely texture, isn't it? You can always just pop it in the microwave to heat it up because that's going to taste fantastic.
No lighter?
You know what she could have done if she wanted to be real fancy? She could have cooked the parboiled the potatoes, cooked them in the chicken drippings, and then baked them in the oven. That would have been stellar, and just got some stock and some water and some corn flour and made the gravy. But the potatoes, that would have been fancy. Yeah. Oh, it gets worse. Oh my God. Hi, Sigma. Hi.
So I hate broccoli, so.
Why? Broccoli's the best. Pumpkin and broccoli are the best vegetables. Fight me. What is that?
Yeah.
Did she just put butter? She realizes the air fryer is an air fryer because you don't require all that shit. Did she just put butter in the air fryer? Oh my God.
Cheese.
Oh, cheese. Of course. Of course. Why not? It's not broccoli without cheese.
All right.
What is she doing?
So we're going to cook that in the air fryer. We're going to make a gravy now.
I don't think she understands what an air fryer is. I don't think she gets the concept. It's not just a heat tool, a tool that applies heat. It's one that applies moisture, but it's also able to crisp things up without the adding of the oil and without the adding of the butter. It's amazing, and that's why people love it so much, because it gives you the crispy without having to add the saturated fats to it. And the heats that she's cooking these things at are just going to burn the shit out of those things. Low heat temperatures, like olive oil burns easily, butter burns easily. Like canola oil is okay in air fryers if you spray it on. But no, you don't need to put that in the air fryer. Flavor it later. Add your flavor after the fact. Marinate it and bake it. For fuck's sake. Oh my God.
A little bit of butter. Now, this is my first time making gravy in this way, so you'll have to bear with me. There's all kinds of bits here that are very good for flavor.
I don't get it.
Oops.
I don't get it, Burgundy. I don't understand.
Now on medium heat here. Our chicken is resting nicely. Once that gets up to temp, I'm going to add some flour.
You don't have to rest chicken. You rest beef. Hell, fuck, you don't even really have to rest pork if you cook it at the right temperature to start with. You don't rest a chicken. The only thing you're going to do when you rest a chicken is get all the juices to come out of it to put it in your fucking gravy. That's all you need to rest it for. Chicken you just serve straight away. You just carve it and put it on your plate. You don't rest chicken. It's not that kind of meat. It's different. Oh my God. It makes me sad.
And make a roux.
What's the roux for? What's the roux for? Is the roux for the gravy? Or is it for the broccoli? Why? She's not advanced enough for a roux. She doesn't understand a roux. She doesn't understand olive oil and canola and butter in a... No. Oh my God, what happens? Does it burst into flames? What goes on? It's clumpy. Turns out clumpy, doesn't it?
The flour? I've never done this.
Kettle?
It's
Why? What's up with the kettle? Why does she even need a kettle? What does she need a kettle for? Is she making stock from scratch? Okay, so you boil the kettle and you put the water in the stock. What could go wrong there?
hard to find packaged gravy where I am. Believe it or not. So just 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay.
Yes, 2 tablespoons is too much. The rule is 1, 1, 1. 1 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 cup. Fuck, how much gravy do you need? 1 tablespoon of butter, or oil, 1 tablespoon of flour, and 1 cup of water. That's all you need for your stock, for your gravy.
I think that'll do. Now, yeah, I put the chicken stock in here.
What? 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 She put the stock in the cat. Why? 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 Who raised her? Who told her to put it in the... Is this a TikTok? What the fuck? Why? Now you can't use that kettle for anything else ever. That's her stock kettle. I hope you can go out and spend another $20 on a regular kettle, because your tea is going to taste like chicken bouillon for the rest of your natural fucking born life. Why? What? It's called a mug. Just mug it. Mug, tablespoon, water, stir it up. You've got stock. Fucking hell. Oh my God.
Now let's see if this works out.
Tell me you don't know what the fuck you're doing when you put a tablespoon of stock powder in your kettle. I'm a chef. What the fucking hell? And thank you very much, Tomiki, for the super chat. I'm okay. I'm going to have an aneurysm later, off stream. No, guys, it's because she doesn't have a professional kitchen. That's why we make fun of her, because she doesn't have a professional setup, because professionals don't have the inconvenience of only having a limited amount of bench space. They have to use a kettle to make stock. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to deglaze.
Oh, thank you for the super chat, Sassy Bear. Keep heating appliances as far away as possible from your refrigerator, freezer. You may experience a decrease in cooling performance and higher electricity bills. And how the hell did she not smell burning? Because all of that dry powder stuff is going to get around the heating element, and the heating element is actually going to like cook it. Ow. Okay.
Looking not bad.
Jeez Louise. Okay. This is not how you do a roux. The roux is meant to be for the gravy. Okay. Everybody in the chat, we know how roux are done, right? And this is why she's scared of them, because she doesn't know how to do it. Okay. Bit of butter. Tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of flour, depending on how much your drippings are. Okay. Then we mix them up till we make like a powdery, buttery paste, because the butter's melted. Make a little paste. Then we cook that around a little bit, but on low, medium heat, because we don't want to burn the shit out of our butter. That's how we do it. And then little by little, we get our cup, or a cup of, because that's what it should be, cup of stock, and we add it in, and then we get a whisk, called a whisk, and then we stir while it's on low, medium heat. And we add a little bit more liquid, and a little bit more. We keep whisking, and it's going to start to thicken up. And then we add the stock until all the stock's gone, and then you should have a nicely thick gravy. If you want it to be a bit thicker, just keep the heat going. If you want it a bit thinner, add a bit more stock. And we whisk and we whisk. We don't scrape our ceramic fry pan with a fork because that's not going to do anything. You're just going to end up with clumpy roux. And she's not even going to get a roux. She's just going to get water, boiled water that tastes a bit gravy with a bit of flour through it. And we use corn flour. We don't use plain. Well, you can use plain flour, but in a pinch. But corn flour is better. Where's the pepper? Where's the pepper? Where's parsley? Where's your little bit of oregano? Because that's what a good gravy needs. But the scraping on the ceramic is, why? This is why she can't have nice things. Why you don't have nice things.
I'm gonna have this black pepper, my favorite.
Oh my God, yes, Sage. Come watch it with me and hold me down. Hold me back.
Actually smells really nice. Let that simmer for a minute. Now that's your basic gravy recipe for anything.
Nobody. And I don't think I actually need to make this disclaimer. Absolutely do not use this as a gravy recipe. I feel compelled now to go out into my kitchen and show her how to make gravy, because this is not how you do it, girlfriend.
Drippings, broth, flour. Adding drippings and flour was classic, so yes. I make the roux with the flour before. You don't add the flour after because you'll have a lumpy gravy. I'm gonna taste it.
Salty.
Wow. Very chickeny. Very nice. I love that. Has little bits of chicken too. All right, that's perfect. I'm happy. All right, once the broccoli's ready.
No, she's not happy. She's surprised that it actually kind of resembles gravy. Like it's the right color, and I think it's the right consistency. I'm not too sure, but she's surprised she didn't mess it up. But fork on the ceramic. Jeez.
Serve up dinner, and I'll show you the end result.
She's sweating balls. I love it.
All right, so I'm going to add some of my gravy.
It's runny as all get out.
All over that.
Yeah.
Potatoes and chicken.
She could have shown us plating it up close up. That would have been nice. Yep.
I made a potato gratin. And some cheese. There's the chicken breast. So, if you want to watch me eat this and chit chat for a bit and have dinner with me, come watch my mukbang. Coming soon.
Yay!
Thank you guys for watching this video. I have a lot more to cook. Please bear with me. This is what I have for plates right now. We have to do some kitchen shopping because I'm not used to cooking. I used to order out like twice a day. That was my life, but I'm trying to cook
twice a day. Radio
for us. So yeah. That's how the broccoli turned out with cheese on it. All right, Ella, let's go eat.
No. Okay, no. Would anyone let Foodie cook for them? I wouldn't. I sure wouldn't. I absolutely wouldn't. Now we've got to. Now what's next after this? It is the mukbang. It's the eating of the food. Now I've managed to whittle it down to 5 minutes. Now, guys, do we want to break it up and do an Ambi video? I feel like I need to calm down a little bit. Or should we just push through like a real absolute goddamn trooper and watch her eat this? Now, I have edited the eating sounds out because I love you and I love me. What do you want to do? Oh, no, you wouldn't? No. Okay. All right. I know. But it all just looks a bit like slop on a plate, doesn't it? Burnt. Okay, so what have we got? We've got sad chicken, watery, gross the gravy. I know she keeps saying the gravy tastes good. I think she thinks the gravy tastes good because it's salty, and salty is flavor to her. We've got burnt broccoli with cheese on top. I mean, it's all her favorite things. She's not eating the broccoli because she likes the flavor of the broccoli. She's eating the broccoli because she likes the flavor of the cheese. I mean, broccoli's the best with a bit of salt, pepper, a bit of little bit of sour cream on top if you have to, but just perfectly cooked broccoli on its own, it's the best. Crunchy. Oh, so good. And Brussels sprouts. Oh, Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. Salt and pepper, a bit of garlic. Yum. All right, let's go. You just have to look at my stupid face for a little bit longer. Oh.
All right, now
I forgot to mention my cat. Oh, as soon as we came home and pulled up into the backyard to unload the car and drop off the tents and stuff, he was out in the yard. He was meowing and scared of the car, but wanted to see me. He was losing his mind. Apparently, my husband said he has not meowed once since I've been gone. Like, hasn't even heard him. Just showed up for food. He's been fed. And then once I got home, he's like, this cat has not shut up since you got home. And I'm like, really? And he just wants cuddles and hugs, and he's just been all over me like a rash. But he's out. He's having a nap at the minute, so he's not coming in. But yeah, he's loving life at the minute because of the weather. It's getting warm and he loves it. But yes, he missed me terribly. I got to about Wednesday and I was like, I miss my cat. I just need to see his face. But I couldn't do anything about it.
I'm joking, but I'm not looking forward to the cleanup. I tried to clean as I went. There's not too much. But Bismillah, I'm having a barbican. And this is the dinner. Strawberry fizzy soda. Okay.
Looks like beer.
I have a fork somewhere. I'm not sure where. So I'm using a spork and a plastic knife. All right, let's try this broccoli and cheese. Oh, I love broccoli. Has the butter on there. All I had today was the salad. I had the cheese and the gravy.
Who thinks that the salad was the first thing she ate that day? Not me. Not me.
So I said, why not? That's really good. And look at how tender this chicken roast is. Oh, that's cheese there. That gravy. I was looking for gravy packets at the store. And it says to myself there, it says,
the nose breathing. Like, I have, my nose is blocked up, but what she's eating was the worst thing. Is like the heavy breathing is normally pretty bad, but because she's so stuffy, it's just, it's just a cacophony of bad mouth sounds.
Work with a guy who always said that. Yeah, he was just like, I swear. I'll tell you the story in a minute. Anyway, I was looking for gravy packets, and I thought, I don't have any, but I have flour, I have bouillon. And what about the drippings? So I looked up a recipe, and sure enough.
I know, Jade. She's lived there almost an entire year. She went there like, I'm a housewife. I want a fridge. I want a new stove. I want a full kitchen. She doesn't have knives, forks. She doesn't have a proper plate. And it's almost 12 months later. I hate the sound of the fork on the plate, like the plasticky fork on the sound on those paper plates. Like, it's okay when you're eating out at the food court or if you're going somewhere and you've specifically got takeaway. But even at home, when we buy takeaway, we still put it on a plate. We put a little bit of the coconut rice on the plate when we get Thai. We put a little bit of the peanut satay. We put a little bit of the pad Thai on the plate. And then the rest goes in the fridge, or we go back for seconds. I don't normally go back for seconds, but we put it on the plate and we eat it with chopstick or we eat it with a fork. And forks you get more on a fork when you use a real fork. And we know how Foodie loves to load her forks up. You don't have to stab it 17 times to get a big enough mouthful, because you just probably do it once or twice with a regular fork. You'll get more on there. A foodie, a real foodie, a real food buff would not be satisfied with takeaway and plastic utensils. They would want proper flatware. They would want proper plates. They would want proper bowls. They would want the dignity of proper cutlery and dinnerware. I'm sorry. She's a consumer. She's not a foodie.
Have the wings. I'm going to be eating like a mad woman as usual. Very easy.
It is the sound. It's the worst. That's what
And it smells
I
like
think,
Thanksgiving dinner in my
Shelley.
home. Now, I'm always in
I think she's done that so they don't have to wash up. I don't think she cares that it's not on a nice plate with knives and forks. I think she just wants, we're going to get takeaway, we'll just put it on a plate. Or I just don't want to have to wash up. But she's got to wash up because she's cooking anyway. So what's a couple of extra plates and knives and forks? It's not going to add too much for your washing up if you're actually cooking for yourselves. And it's not a waste of money. Every single household have knives and forks and plates. It's like one of the first things you buy when you move out home. So it's like, I don't want to go and spend anything because, I might not keep this up. It's like, yeah, but that's what every single home has. Knives, forks, plates, cups, glasses, coffee mugs. Jeez.
intimidated by making a roux. For some reason, I think I'm going to mess it up.
That's because
This
you
chicken has me
did.
craving with the gravy hot chicken sandwich. You take 2 pieces of white bread, chicken breast, another slice of bread. You can put some cheese, but
Okay, in Australia, we do these. You probably do these too. We have places called carveries where it's basically like roast meat, roast pork, roast beef, roast veg. They might do a lasagna, they might do a pasta bake, and sandwiches and wraps and stuff. And what they do is they usually do a roast pork sandwich, which is white bread, pork meat, gravy, another piece of white bread. If you're a bit different, you might want a bit of applesauce on there as well. And then they'll put the bit that I don't like, a crackle on top for dressing. You have a little bit of the chewy crackle, and then you'll have the beautiful pork sandwich. I like the pork sandwich part with salt and pepper. That's kind of what she's talking about. We don't usually do a roast chicken version. We do a pork version. It's really yummy. Fatty, salty, not good for you, but tastes really good.
tradition is put gravy and then peas on it, but I don't really like peas that much. I need to change my name to the Gravy Queen. I need to change anyway. That's why I'm always changing my name from Foodie Beauty to something else, because
slop.
you ever just feel like it's time for a change?
Slop.
This is just a breast and a half.
Change. Why would you need to change though, Foodie? Your life is magical. You've got the bestest, most gorgeous, most supportive, amazing, adventurous, well-providing businessman husband. And you are newly reverted chef fardeur, working your way up to your Michelin stars, beautiful, gorgeous, body accepting, mentally aware YouTube influencer. Why would you need a change? You'd want to sit right in that comfort zone, wouldn't you?
I give the legs and another half of breast to him. It might not be the healthiest meal, but it's not processed food.
But unhealthy is unhealthy, whether it's homemade or whether it's takeaway. It's just where it's come from. Unhealthy is unhealthy. Full of sodiums, full of fat, burnt to shit. It's not good for you. Burnt food is carcinogenic. Oh, we didn't know that, did we? And who thinks that this is the only portion of this she ate? Who thinks she went back for seconds? This is the portion that she's shown for YouTube. This isn't the portion I believe she actually sat down and ate. Maybe because she's got the flu, she didn't eat more, but I think she probably had seconds, maybe an hour or two. She heated some up and had another go at it.
And I'm cooking. It actually does feel like an accomplishment.
Well, it shouldn't
Next
be.
up
You're
will be to invest in some
39 years old.
kitchenwares.
And
But I'm
a
going to wait
foodie. This should not be
until
an
I consistently do
accomplishment.
these videos for a good week. I once gone through all kinds of money, and I just end up ordering again. Now, does anyone know?
It's not all kinds of money. It's probably $40 for a good dish set. Probably another $20 or $30, depending on, probably even less than that, maybe $10 for knives and forks. You could probably get yourself a good little pot, maybe a skillet, another fry pan, $30, $15, $20 each. So that's another $40. You could probably drop $200 and get you just a very basic, low quality starting pots. And then when you know what you use a lot, you can invest more money down the track, but you wouldn't be spending all kinds of money at all. It wouldn't be a lot of money at all.
You make the gravy without the chicken drippings. Like, I just have a chicken bouillon. They have a lot of fiber. Broccoli. I didn't show.
Now, I still use the plates that were given to me as a wedding gift. I've had them for about 12 years now. They're square white ones. And then I've just got some that I got from IKEA. I've got a whole lot of little like rice bowls and the small mini bowls because I love eating out of those. And lots of little like side dish plates that you use for like kimchi, samjang, soy sauce, sesame oil with salt and stuff like that. Like for your little bits and pieces and dressings and stuff and gravies and whatnot. So I've got lots of little plates. But the one thing that that my most treasured thing that I've never actually used is, then I've paid a lot of money for, is I spent about $130. Yes, $130 on, you're going to think I'm obsessed, is BTS noodle bowl set. It comes with a side plate. It comes with a noodle bowl, and it comes with a set of chopsticks and a chopstick rest. And they're hand-carved wood chopsticks, and they have the little BTS insignia on the end. They are on the most beautiful shade of pink, and they are scalloped. They are handcrafted by a Japanese clay maker. I've never used them because I am terrified to use them. And I also bought the BTS bell cups. Now, these are little cups that you put shots in and you put drinks in. And then when you rattle them, it sounds like a bell. So that means I've taken my shot and the drink is finished. And then you rattle it. So it's like, yeah, I've drunk my drink. Like it's empty now. And they're pink as well. And they've got Army on one side, the insignia for Army, and then they've got the BTS insignia on the other. I paid a lot of money for those. I have never used them because I'm clumsy and I'm scared to break them. But I have them because I just have them. I own them. They're mine. So they're the fanciest things. And then the other things that I've got is I've got a Maxim Williams sushi set that my cousin gave to me, that's got like a beautiful long plate with a chopstick rest, and then the Japanese little container for the soy sauce and your ginger and stuff, and then the chopsticks, and then a nice long plate, and it's beautiful. And I have used that for sushi, but everything else is just IKEA or Kmart or whatever, because I get bored with the patterns and stuff. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Bang 10 plates.
I had some meat in the freezer.
Yeah, Bang 10 plates.
And it's still good. Obviously, it's frozen. So I had a chicken.
Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, they're so beautiful.
And the sauce, we bought the fish.
I know, Dohickey. I think you're getting older when you're like, I don't know. It could just be people that like to cook. I found that my preferences for when I go shopping, I stop looking at handbags and shoes, and I start looking at cooking stuff and flatware and knives and forks and carafes and just things for the kitchen. I just feel like as I've gotten a bit older, that's where my sensibilities like gotten. And not that I don't like shoes and handbags and pretty, decor and stuff, but I kind of like go for more the kitchen stuff. And like my husband's actually banned me from Kitchen Warehouse. I'm not allowed to go, but I do. I look at a sneaky look online, and I look at the sales and stuff, and people buy me like house vouchers, and people know to get me like that kind of thing. But he's always looking for like new stuff that I've bought, and I haven't bought anything new in a while. He was a bit mystified when I bought the salad spinner, because I bought the big OXO salad spinner for the lettuce, because I wash it, pat it down, and then I layer it with paper to make it last longer. And he's like, what the frickety frack is that? I'm like, it's a salad spinner. And he's like, what does it do? I'm like, it takes all the water out of a washed lettuce. And he's like, oh, okay, whatever. He didn't get it. But I'm like, you don't need to understand it. I just use it. Don't worry about it.
Maybe make a fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
Or like fish and cream sauce over rice with carrots. Yeah. I got all kinds of ideas. I have some minced beef and some beef cubes. I made beef cubes for salon once. And I loved it with rice. They were really tender. I'll have to cook my recipe for you guys. Me wearing a chef hat is irony because I'm not a chef. When I was a kid, I always wanted.
I'm going to say it. We know. We can tell by the previous video that you are not even close to a chef. You didn't even take home ec. Your mum didn't teach you to cook. Your grandma didn't teach you to cook. Nana didn't teach you to cook. You don't cook. You stumble and fumble your way through what you think cooking was like. You watch a couple of TikToks, you look at a couple of recipes and you go, yep, I can do that. And no, you need a book. You need a book. You need to follow a recipe to the T. You need to take more time with your videos. You need to film the steps. Tell us what the steps are. Why you're doing it. Tell us, like, who doesn't want to hear the, no, I know what she should be doing, but she's not doing it.
A cooking show, like I said, you know.
Her husband
And
is
I have
the
people watching,
best.
so even if it's only however many of you are watching, that's good enough for me.
Cool.
But I just cook things that, you know, I don't know. Like you saw me today in my, you didn't see my cooking, how I made this meal. Go check it
Raw
out.
meat, add fire. That's right.
I had to decide what temperature to put on the oven. I don't know.
No.
You know, just kind of like.
Bro, Shelley, we boil our meat in our kettle. If I would not be surprised if I didn't see her stuffing a chicken breast down that kettle gullet. If she saw it on TikTok, I think she'd try it and boil that meat off. Boil it off for 20 minutes. Perfectly good chicken breast. Throw it in an onion and you've got chicken soup.
Common sense. But I watch a lot of food videos. Like I learn from other people.
I don't know
Or
who
helping
she's
my mom cook.
watching.
One time I made a meal. I was trying to be a cook when I was a kid. And supervise, my mom let me make, well, semi-supervise. I think she was watching while I wasn't like a young kid, but.
Shenanigans, you'd think I've got lots, but because the shipping costs so much money to get here, and they said they were working on improving it, and they didn't. Like the whole Weaver shop. So it's probably been about 2 years since I've actually bought anything. But the things that I've bought, I've got the Bunko Pops. I got the Learn Korean pen, the first drop of that. I've gotten I got the real cool stuff. The things that I missed out on were when they did the individual items. When like June did his fish, the wind chime, and Jimmy did his hoodies, and Cookie did his projector. Jin did, what did Jin do? Jin did his jammies. J-Hope did his bag. I really wanted that bag. Oh my God, because I'm a cross the body bag person. I really wanted the bag, but I couldn't do it. Tay did his leather tote bag. Who else? Who did I forget? Sugar. What did Sugar do? Can't remember what Sugar did. Oh, he did something really cool, but I can't remember what it was. He made something and it was really high quality. Was it a bag as well? But yeah, I'd missed out on all of those, and I really wanted J-Hope's bag, and I really wanted the wind chime, but I couldn't get them.
Anyway, she helped me with the stove and everything. I boiled some potatoes. They were still rock hard. Kind of raw hot dog. I melted a cheese slice on it. It was a hot dog casserole.
But Moonlit, you know what that means. Once the album drops and the promotion's done, you know what that means, right? I'm just putting two and two together. Putting two and two together.
Don't ask. I had it at daycare, I think, once, and I always remembered it. My brain was obsessed with food from a very young age. And the only thing I can think is because genetically, my dad is like that. I told you add cheese and gravy to anything. It's good.
No, girl. No, girl. No, girl. No, girl. I don't think because your dad is genetically an overeater and an addict in other areas that your obsession with hot dogs, potato, and cheese, because he didn't live in the house with you. Genetics only takes you so far. I think it's probably the fact that you weren't given good food from a young age, probably because of the living circumstances. Her grandmother had mental health issues and depression. She had a young mum who was brought up by the grandmother with mental health and depression issues. So therefore, she probably took on her mum's cooking abilities or non-abilities. I feel like Shmi was just whatever we can get down her gullet that I can heat up. That's what she eats. So she grew up eating chips, salty, synthetic from a tin, from a can, from a microwave, heated up from the freezer. She probably didn't grow up eating fresh produce and high quality foods. Shmee just gave her what she could work out on the stove top. She worked a lot. Her grandma just wasn't down for cooking. This is why I think Foodie has the palate that she has. She has the palate of a stray dog, as Jarella once put it. That's why she eats like she does, because she never was exposed to good, wholesome, fresh, home-cooked meals.
Good. Anyway, thanks for listening to my memories and eating dinner with me. It was very, very delicious. I wasn't sure how it would turn out because I was just kind of winging it.
I have seen you in the chat.
That's what I should name my channel, Winging It with Chantel. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this. Bye.
No, it's not winging
guys.
it.
Welcome back.
It's not winging it with Chantel. It's cringing through it with Chantel. That's what it should be called. Okay, so that's her 3. Now, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe should we do Ambie? Just a quick catch up with Ambie. I've not watched any of her videos. And then we can just finish off with the 5-minute foodie mukbang of the beefaroni. Oh, no, we've got to watch her make the beefaroni. Let's do that first. Making homemade beefaroni. Oh, can I do it, though? Because she got me so angry. She got me so upset with the chicken. Can I do it? Have you guys seen it? I'm sure you've already seen it. Oh, let's do it. Let's just do it, shall we? You know, rip off the Band-Aid. I'm already feeling kind of crazed. I'll just say it was the sick. I was under a fever. The fever made me do it. I was frenzied. Okay. All right. Do you like my T-shirt? Now, I know Shein has had some talk about how their practices are, but this is my graffiti shirt. I absolutely love this shirt. It's really long. You could wear it as a dress if you had nice legs, but I don't have nice legs. I have chunky monkey legs. But see how the colors, and it's so cool. I'm going through my tomboy graffiti stage. That's my aesthetics. Tomboy graffiti. That's how I would describe it. That's what I really like. Yeah, it was like $10. I love it. I bought from Shein. I've done some research, and some people say it's really crappy, and then other people are like, no, don't. That's not it. They have ethical checks all the time, and they pass. So I don't know what to do. I know Temu's a little bit of a wild horse as well. I've only ever done one Temu haul, and I did buy some of their products, some of their face products, and they worked out fine. I bought some of their blushes. Beautiful. Work really well. No breakouts, no rashes, no weird hot spots. Blend beautifully. But because I'm not sure about them yet, I won't buy from them. But this I got a little while ago. Can you hear it?
Hello, foodie beauties.
Why does it sound so weird?
Hello, Beezers.
Oh,
Did you
get
description?
out of here.
Savoiare.
Beefaroni. Now, I was unaware because I haven't watched this. I only edited her mukbang side of it. I was unaware that this is pasta in a tin. Now, yes, when I get stressed, I do this. This is my stress face. So when I feel a lot of agony in my brain about something, this is what I do. I eat spaghetti and I eat baked beans. Mince from a tin is something that just doesn't sit well with me. I'm just like, okay. It just screams emulsifiers, stabilizers, bunch of salt, thickeners, sugar out the wazoo. I mean, it could taste great, but I doubt it's as good as anything you can make from your stove top. But apparently this is a thing, right? This is a thing. Pasta from a tin. It's almost, my husband bought a jar home once and I looked at it and I'm like, did you buy hot dogs in a jar? And he's like, yeah, I thought I'd try them. I'm like, why? Why? That's because they were really cooked. I just got to heat them up. I'm like, yeah, but hot dogs you just got to heat up. Put it in the microwave. Hot dogs in it. Why? I don't understand it, but he'll eat shit on a stick, that man.
Hi, guys.
she's
So
insane.
I'm still feeling a bit under the weather, and so still recovering from.
I'm sorry, and this may sound a little odd, but does she not look like she's one of those Greek Orthodox priests in this outfit? Like, you know, with the tall hats? Yeah. That skillet's doing a lot of work right at the minute, because you'd think this would have been done in a pot, like a high-walled pot, so you wouldn't have spillage and you'd be able to keep the moisture and all that stuff. But how did she cook the pasta? Where did we cook the pasta? How did we cook the pasta?
Whatever it is I have. And I wished on days like today I could just open a can of Beefaroni Chef Boyardee, you know. But unfortunately, here in Kuwait, I can't find any Chef Boyardee. I don't know if they have it at a certain store, but I haven't been to that store. So I'm going to have to make my own Chef Boyardee, and I'm going to make Beefaroni today.
Has she been jogging on a treadmill? Because why is she breathing so hard? Even for someone with a cold, she's breathing hard. Did she walk from one side of the room to the other? Did she just go to the bathroom? Did she just have a drink? Why is she breathing so hard?
Or as him too, so for myself and my husband. So let's get the show on the road and try to make some Beefaroni. Yalla. And I'm gonna keep it in the same vibe as the canned Beefaroni and just kind of like
make it like
very
shit.
basic. Very basic. So yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, it's gonna be tasty, hopefully.
Okay.
So since I'm cooking everything in this one pan,
I'm sorry, but just this moment right here. This is why I find this amusing. I'm sorry, I'm dribbling from my nose. She knows she has no idea what she's doing. She's hating doing these cooking videos. She's hating having to do this. Why? Why is she doing this? Is it for the content? Okay, we've got a couple of reasons. Why is she doing the cooking videos? Content, terms of service, because she can't just do mukbangs because that'll get her demonetized and maybe yeeted. Who knows? Budget constraints. Salah's put his limpy dick foot down. These are the reasons I think that she's cooking now. Could it be a combination of all four? It is not for the love of it. We know that much. She's not loving doing these videos. If she had the money and Salah was all about it, she'd be ordering still and just sitting there stuffing her face full of BK, Maccas, and whatever else she can order. Oh, what I wouldn't give it just to make it like a really nice balsamic vinegar chicken breast and a nice crunchy salad. Like, why can't we see something delicious like that? Like, why do we have to hear a slop? Like, everything just looks like slop. Yellow slop. And then you put sauce on it. Why? Like, I'm offended by the fact that she calls herself a foodie. It actually offends me. I'm not even a foodie. I'm just someone who really likes to cook and looking at food. I wouldn't even consider myself a foodie. I don't have the palate to be a foodie. But for her to call herself a foodie makes me sad and annoyed for the people that actually are, who take the time to find beautiful restaurants that make unique dishes with the best ingredients and try unusual flavor combinations and different textures and understand the dishes that they're trying to eat and the different regions and how they're made and why they're made that way and the cooking processes. She doesn't give a shit about anything. She's like, make it hot, make it cheesy, put it on my plate. That's foodie. That's not a foodie. That's a consumer.
So since I'm cooking everything in this one pan, I'm gonna boil the noodles first and cook them. I found this long macaroni.
I find a dish, and if I like a dish, I'll learn to cook it for myself so I can have it whenever I want if I've got the ingredients. The only thing that I absolutely love that I've never taught myself how to cook is Thai food, pad Thai. I find that there's just too many, excuse me, I've got a bit, too many ingredients in their kind of food that I just don't have on hand. that I think if you replace so many of them, you kind of lose the authenticity of it. And Thai food has a lot of lemongrass in it, and I'm a bit intolerant to lemongrass. It makes me itchy. But that's probably why I don't eat a lot of Thai food, but the dishes that I like. But Thai is the only kind of like cuisine that I don't touch on a lot. I will buy that takeaway. But when you find a good Thai restaurant, never let them go.
It's exactly like beefaroni noodles.
Amazing.
I don't wait for the water to boil all the way before I put my pasta in.
Just, you know,
I don't want to hear it.
highlight of your day.
Camera check.
Oh, she looks gross. Oh, she's not doing it. Is she? She's cooking the pasta in the skillet. I understand that she's limited, but wouldn't one of the things that you'd make sure your kitchen has is like a casserole pot or a stock pot, so you can make rice, you can make pasta, you can make soup, you can boil meat, corned beef, like a boiled chicken stock, beef stock. Like, wouldn't that be one of the first things you'd buy? And if in a pinch, I wouldn't have the skillet. I'd use my stock pot as a fry pan if I've got a big enough one. This is going to take forever, and she's going to end up with really dry or possibly burnt pasta. Have you got a lid for the skillet to make sure it boils and you don't have all your water just evaporate in 15 minutes? No, let's not measure. No, yep.
All right, we're going to let this boil.
My sister
I'll be right back.
There.
All right, so I drained the noodles. They're a bit al dente because they're going to cook more in the sauce. And you know how beefaroni the noodles have that like little chew to them? I don't want my noodles to be too mushy, so.
Yeah, we want to overcook
we have
them.
some mince here.
Hi, Oceana. Hi.
Frying in butter. I feel like Paula Deen. Minus the controversy. All right, let me just raise them a bit. Fry it up.
I was looking at her back flaps before, but I didn't want to say anything because it doesn't really matter. But she looks very uncomfortable. Like, it looks hard to stir because of the fat pad under here. Like, her little arms are restricted. And I just keep waiting for her to dip a tit in the bowl, in the plate.
So.
But she can't get close enough because of the timing.
Some salt and pepper. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper.
Is she using white pepper?
And I have some burger buns because I'm going to make some garlic bread in the air fryer.
Okay, that sounds good. Can't ruin that, surely.
Nice and brown. I don't want too big of chunks because.
Now I'm assuming that beefaroni is basically pasta, bit of onion, bit of butter, maybe some tomato paste. And literally no seasoning except salt and pepper. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? And then you put cheese on top? That's your beefaroni?
That's just how I feel like having my mince today. Now this mince is
She's bigger than the stove.
I don't know the fat percentage on it. Maybe 10%.
Just assume it's high.
Fat. I'm not sure. But just by looking at the marbling on it.
But that's why we use seasoning and spices, because when you use a lower fat or low fat or health hard or health smart mince that is like really lean, we add the flavor that we lose from the fat with actual flavor, stock, herbs, spices, salt, pepper, marinades. That's how we get the flavor back because we're missing it from the fat. The fat tastes yummy, but it's not so good for us. That's why we add the flavors back in. Yep. Okay, so if I'm cooking this, I haven't seen how she's finished it. Okay, so we're going to probably put some. We'd put a little bit of. We put some onion in there, like finely chopped onion for flavor, or even blitzed like a foam with a bit of water. You know, cook it down. Put a little bit of garlic in there. Put some paprika. Put some oregano. I put some salt, some pepper. Because we wanted to have like an Italian sort of flavor, a little tiny little bit of chili flakes in there just to give it a little bit of pop. Tomato paste. We cooked the tomato paste off, put a tin of tomatoes in there. I'd probably even maybe put some finely chopped capsicum in there as well. Cook that all off together. Maybe I could even start with like a spag bowl base with the finely diced celery, onion and carrot. Cook that up, put your mince in, put your garlic, put your spices, cook it off, canned tomatoes, bit of sugar, cook him off, put your noodles in, and then we put the cheese on the bottom, cheese on the top, maybe some really nice mozzarella, or maybe some bocconcini on top, and then we'd stick that in the oven and bake it off. And there's your pasta, your beef pasta. But that's how I would make it.
Probably more like a lean, but not an extra lean. Between lean and medium.
Oh, who's she copying? Who does she copy? Oh, she's trying to get that happy, that yeah, but do they show their lives as actual practicing Muslims? Because that's the element of her channel that she's missing. She just says she's Muslim without actually showing the lifestyle that would accompany that. Is that Ninja Mummy family? Is that the one? The one that dresses? Oh my God, Ninja Mummy. I love her outfits. She's so creative. Color. She wears the crowns. She layers her colors. It's all loose and baggy, but it looks so put together. It's so good. Is that the one, or is there another family that she follows? But yeah, of course she copies because she can't come up with anything herself. And she's terrible at reactions. That's why she quit the reaction channel.
I'm going to also preheat my oven now, actually. The time on the... It's like 5 o'clock right now.
It is,
5 p.m.
absolutely.
The time on the clock is... Do you expect me to have the right...
I use soy sauce sometimes instead of salt. And I know a lot of people, but in my soups, because I find the soy sauce boils down a little bit nicer and it gives it like a little bit of an umami flavor. Like I use it sometimes in my Indian cooking. I use soy sauce a little bit more than I use salt in itself. I don't know, I like it a bit better.
Time on my stove. I'm a mess.
Hi, girl, please. Hi.
I don't even know what time it is. Okay, we're gonna bake this on.
We're going to say hello to girl, please, in our best patois accent, because you're an island girl, yeah. Island girl. Island gal. Yeah. She's a shit cook. That's in my best Australian accent. She's an absolute shit house cook.
400. Okay.
Hi, Foodie. React.
Just a little
back.
bit.
Oh.
Maybe brown.
Nobody.
Put some cheese on it, so...
No, you quit. You're a quitter. You're a quitter. You are the quittingest of all the quitters. You didn't even give it a go, girl.
And still browning. Okay. Now we're going to add some steak sauce.
Why? I don't understand that thinking. It's steak sauce. It goes on meat. Is this part of the recipe? Why? Why would you put that steak? What does the steak sauce taste like? Is it just maybe like a deep savory flavor? Is that why she's adding it? Or is it because it's sweet? She wanted to add it for the sugariness. I don't understand why you'd put that in. Because putting it in without any other sauce on there, it's probably got a lot of sugar in there. And it's just going to sort of burn and stick to your pan and potentially make your sauce taste a bit bitter.
Okay.
Oh, she's no ingredients. Okay. Does she not have tomato paste? Or tin tomatoes? Oh, why? Why would you make it like this?
I'm also going to add some garlic and onion powder.
She's very weird. I put a teaspoon of sugar in all of my pastas that are tomato based. The reason, it cuts the acidity and makes it less bitter and tasty. That is an old Nonna tip that I picked up from an Italian lady I used to watch making Italian food. Always put just a teeny little bit of sugar in your pasta. Makes it great. You're not your pasta sauce. Oh, how do we all eat steak? In Australia, it's like, what is it like? Tangy barbecue sauce. Okay. See, I just have garlic sauce or pepper sauce on my steak when I make it. My cat's crying. He wants to come in. I have my steak medium rare, and I will, if it's like a really nice cut of meat, I will have rare steak. I like a blue steak. And then like a nice sauce on the side. But I know, I often don't eat it that way because it grosses other people out. I will have it medium rare though. Or yeah, I love it medium rare. It's the best. I'm just going to go get my cat.
Garlic. Oh yeah, that smells nice. Gonna let it brown up, let some of the fat and oil evaporate. That's when you're gonna start seeing the beef browning more. And I'm gonna try to put more effort into these videos with editing, angles, once we're feeling a bit better.
He's here. He's right here. He's here.
Okay.
Hey.
What's your favorite chef rarity, if you've ever had it? I think mine is Beefaroni. As a kid was one of mine. And ravioli with the little meatballs in it, or whatever those little balls are made of. I don't know.
See, all my memories, I don't know whether it's because like my mum was a single mum in the 80s and the 90s. And like, I think I learned how to cook because we were poor. Like we were pov. Like a single parent on a single wage, like you had to cook. You couldn't afford to order out or buy frozen stuff. You had to cook it from scratch because it was the only way to stretch the dollar. And that's the reason why I learned to cook, is because you had to put ingredients together to make meals. Like I was cooking full meals when I was like 13, 14, spag bowl, lasagnas, roast chicken and veg. Like we had to cook. There was no choice, or we didn't eat. That was basically it. We would have baked beans, tin spaghetti, but nothing was from jars. And that's not like to be like, oh, my mum's so fancy. It's just simply we could not afford those things. And those products were just not as readily available back in the 80s and 90s, like things like that. We just didn't eat them because we had to eat like meals and stuff, like beef stews, chicken. One thing I knew, I always thought it was just, I didn't like it, but I always thought it was like my mum's trying to be like a chef. But now I realize it was like we were getting down to the like last few days before we were going to go grocery shopping again. She would make a thing called mock chicken. Does anybody know what mock chicken is? My sister used to eat it. I used to hate it. And it's because it's got eggs in it. It's onion, tomato, and then beaten egg. So it's got cheese through it. So it's kind of like gooey, cheesy, quiche-y, eggy kind of food. And it was called mock chicken. And you used to have it on toast. And I was like, I hate this. I don't like it. But my mum and my sister love it. But it was a povo meal. Goes a long way and it doesn't need a lot of ingredients. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Oceana. I'm not feeling very well. Hi, Panda Pandu. Hi. I'm not feeling very well, but I'm willing to stretch my vocal cords and sing you a happy birthday because I'm a benevolent and loving overlord. So if you feel like you could sit through it, I'm going to sing you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Oceana song. Happy birthday to you. Hearts in the chat for our lovely Oceana. She is a trooper and a real one. We love her. We love her, and I bet she doesn't fuck up a beefaroni like Chantal. Oh yeah, I'm Mariah Carey in Australia. Didn't you know I'm famous? I mean, I'm no Tina Arena
because I fried it in butter for extra flavor.
Oh, extra flavor.
Yum! It's getting nice and brown.
Make sure you overcook that beef, girl. Keep cooking. You cook it till it's grey, not brown.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the beef
You're welcome,
is nice and brown. So I'm going to reduce the heat.
Hi, Allegra.
About 4. Do we add the noodles?
I don't know if you can see him, but I'm patting my cat off to the side here. I'll just see if I can show him to you. He's sitting right beside my iPad. He's right there getting pats and loves. Hi, honey. He just wants a little attention. Give me some attention. I'm looking for attention.
We have our beef
K-poppers will know that song.
Hands. I'm just gonna
Eugene.
ball with the spoon, I guess.
He's my baby.
Guide the
He's my
pasta
boy.
into the pan.
He's a good
Nice and
boy.
guided. There we go.
Oh, okay, no sauce. All right.
Nice and...
But wasn't the pasta supposed to cook a little bit extra in the sauce? So why isn't your sauce in with your mince and then you put your pasta in so the pasta absorbs the sauce? Wasn't that the point?
Yeah.
And where's the garlic? Where's the onion? Where's your tomato? Where's your spices and herbs?
We're gonna add
We don't want them, Mike.
pasta sauce.
And then she goes and uses a jar sauce. Fuck's sake. Of course, it's got to have that authentic beefaroni, beefaroni flavour. Hi, Mudslicker. Hello.
And
I'm going to talk about that during the mukbang because I did cut a lot of it out, but I did want to discuss some of those points just because, cats. Yeah, just cheese. It's all just cheese.
I'm going to reduce that a bit more. We're also going to add it's got one of those weird. Oh, here we go.
What are we adding? Girl, you got to work out if you can't get that lid off.
Some cooking cream. Okay.
Oh my God. I'm going to say something now. This is what people talk about when they talk about white people food, isn't it? Because we've literally got 3 things create flavor here. We have, there's some salt and pepper. We have pasta, we have mince, and we have cream. Where's the flavor? There's no tomato paste, there's no garlic, there's no paprika, there's no herbs, there's no spices, there's no heat, there's no nothing. This is bland. Where is the flavor? There's not even stock in this. Yes, it's white people food. I'm sorry. But no, this is people who can't cook food. I have lots of seasonings.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
don't
make
want to
the
be in that
creamy
group.
sauce. Like a rosé. Some just flew out of the pan.
That's because it needs to be
Then add a
in
little bit of
a
water.
stock pot.
Like half a cup or something. Quarter.
Oh my God. How is she supposed to keep cooking the pasta in the skillet if the sauce you need higher walls to keep the moisture in? Oh my God.
More like it.
I almost want to send her a pot.
Okay. Deglaze the bottom a little bit.
Oh.
I'm actually going to also put a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Oh. She's just made that salty because grated that kind of Parmesan doesn't do anything. It won't make it melty and it won't make it delicious. You need to have the grated or the flake Parmesan to make it nice and gooey and sticky. The dry stuff just soaks up your sauce and makes it salty.
Oh. And add a little bit, just a pinch of sugar because
girl, please. Girl, please. She just likes the smell of fresh herbs. She doesn't actually like to use them in her cooking.
The recipe, Chef Weirdy Ken has that as well.
She's bought herself, Jem, a flammable apron. I think it's because it's probably easy to wipe down the food just that she slops on herself. It just runs off. It's more of like a hazmat suit and less of an actual apron because aprons usually are made of cloth because they're less burnable. They don't catch on fire or melt quite as easily, as I've been informed. Sugar, salt, and cheese, the three main food groups. Yep. Absolutely.
Just give that a little stir around.
Watching this makes me feel like she's having a cardio workout. Like she looks like she's exhausted. Like she's like, oh my God, I've been slaving over a hot stove for at least 30 minutes. Oh, I need a good sit down. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you know? Oh, Baba.
And I'm going to test if it needs anything.
You miss me.
Taste this.
Don't do that to us.
Yum.
Yeah, what does it taste like? What does it taste? It tastes like boiled beef, raw pasta, and shaky cheese. It tastes like salt. That's why it tastes good.
That's good. We're just going to put a little bit of cheese.
Too.
On top. Come on.
Cheese is the only flavor she's
Not too
added to
much.
this
I'm
whole
not really
dish.
Feeling the cheese today. Check this out.
Yellow food, her favorite kind.
We're going to bake that for maybe 10 minutes or 15, maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
Anybody want to sprinkle some green stuff on top just to make it look a little bit more impressive? Just a little bit of parsley, maybe some oregano on top. Or, no, not coriander because that's not the right palette. Maybe just some oregano, fresh oregano on the top maybe.
Yellow.
Constant. I'm sorry, but the grossest thing that I can think about Foodie is, oh, honey, you're sitting on my, I can't use that now because you sat on it. He sat on my wet wipe. I'm going to have to clean my desk down because he's sitting on it. He doesn't normally sit on it. He normally likes to be held. Cheese plugs. Does anybody think that Foodie just literally poops a cheese plug? She eats so much. I wonder how she doesn't have more tummy problems. Or maybe she does and she just doesn't talk about them as much anymore. And she doesn't seem to fart on camera anymore. The amount of cheese that she eats, she thinks she would absolutely have to. I think sometimes she feels unwell because she's suffering from a cheese plug.
All right, you guys. Garlic bread's done.
Is
And
it cheesy garlic
now-
bread, isn't it?
The food.
It's all Bubby. It's all Bubby.
Let me bring you guys for a close-up. Wow.
Oh,
Yum. That looks like beefaroni a bit, doesn't it, with cheese? Yummy, yum. I can't wait to dig in. Smells awesome.
if you were 5, you'd be like, yummy, yum. That's so yummy, mommy. Like you're an adult. And this is like, she went the hard way to cook this, didn't she? She took the hard route. This is a one-pot dish, but she just did it in all the wrong stages. But, credit that she's trying to save money and cook her own food, but she's not improved her food. Like, she's actually made the food worse. Like, the takeaway food that she buys would be at least have more ingredients, more care, more time taken in to prepare it than this. It's aggravating.
All right, guys. So that's my homemade beefaroni. Very
Oh.
simple. Easy. One pan. Because they only have one pan. Dinner. So, if you want to see the mukbang part of this, I'm going to have dinner with you guys in the next video. Coming shortly. Oh, wait, I should probably play it.
Why is she talking like a 4-year-old? Because she's embarrassed about her crappy food? That's why. Oh, my Lord. Oh.
Yeah. Ouch.
You know what? There's not a single vegetable. No onion, no garlic, no zucchini, no capsicum, no nothing. It's literally meat, cheese, cream, and beef. That's it. And a bit of salt and pepper. That's literally all that's in this. It's going to taste like cheese and salt. That's all we've got. That's going to be rank as.
Ow.
This makes her boiled bag of chicken sausage dicks from 7-Eleven look glamorous in comparison.
She's trying to kill me.
Hi, Angelina. Hi.
And some garlic bread. So yellow, let's go eat.
Ugh. So that was gross. So now we're going to watch her eat it. Because we have lots for punishment. Now, I will stipulate I've cut a lot of the cat stuff out of this because I didn't want to talk about it. But there's a couple of things that we can touch on. Okay. Yep, it's all rendered. Okay. Fantastic. It took about 10 minutes to render because it's so small. Okay. I've got that one. Okay. Couple of things to talk about. All right. Okay. Make it big. All right. Couple of things to talk about. Chantal has a cat of an unspecified age. Could be 4 months old, could be 8 months old, but she said that she was quite young when she got her. Who knows? But I did a little digging. It costs you about 79 on average, 79 dinar to get your cat spayed in Kuwait, which is around $255 USD, which is probably around $75,000 Australian. No, which is probably around, I don't know, $350 Australian. You add a bit more on, I don't know. Canadian dollars, about the same as Australian. You should, responsible pet owners, usually know that if a cat's older than 8 weeks old, you get them spayed because that's when you normally adopt them. Anywhere between 8 weeks and 4 months, that's when you usually get them done. And why do we spay our cats, people? Because It helps reduce the risk of cancer, leukemia, breast cancer, skin cancer, just cancer in general. Stops them from getting into fights if they are outdoor cats because they are less likely to roam, and roaming can lead to other injuries, climbing trees, falling from fences, getting attacked by other wildlife and other animals, and getting into altercations with other cats, which can lead to other injuries, yada, yada. That's normally why. Why she thought she could roll up to a veterinary office with a cat already in heat and get them spayed, I don't even understand that. Why you think that would be even plausible? I don't get it. We know that Julia is a street cat because she's like, oh, yeah, she's vaccinated. Bullshit. You know full well that she's not been vaccinated because you've not taken her for vaccination, and she's a street cat. She's got the bare minimum care. We all know this. Julia is on heat, and we know that you're not her boyfriend. She said, I'm not your boyfriend, which means I'm not going to facilitate you and take away your sexual urges. It's like, yeah, we know. Like, you don't have to sexualize your cat, Chantal. It's weird. It's kind of gross. It's a little embarrassing for the cat, even though cats don't feel shame in that same way. It's weird, and it makes me feel a little bit odd hearing you talk about your cat in that way. The fact that Salah, who's never been a cat owner before or had a pet, would understand straight away that your cat was in estrus. He would not know that. He never said that. He wouldn't have picked up on that. He would have thought the cat is meowing and annoying. What do we do? Somebody else has figured it out for them and told them this. A neighbour's told them, or a friend of family that's come over and seen the cat's like, oh, your cat's hot on heat. That's what's happening. And the fact that there's probably a little bit of blood maybe smeared on a bed or on the couch has twigged them to think, oh, yeah, she's going through her heat cycle. They have given the cat Depo-Provera, which is similar treatment that I've had the depot shot as one of my family planning mechanisms to prevent, pregnancy. I've had that. Basically just stops you getting your period for a certain amount of months, 3 months for humans. Don't know how long it works for cats, but I'm assuming it would be about the same. Not as good as like spaying your animal, but probably the best solution in the circumstances that they've got. But is anyone surprised that Foodie has not spayed her cat or looked into spaying her cat? I mean, spaying her cat would only cost her as much as a week's worth of groceries. I mean, they're big ballers. They've got the perfume business, and Foodie's a successful YouTube influencer. Surely. Look what my cat's done. He picked up a Post-it note on his tail. You would think that since you're a really good cat owner, spaying your cat and getting them vaccinated would have been one of the first things you do. And finding a vet close to you that you can go to would also be something that you would definitely have. A local vet that knows and understands your cat history. Why didn't you take the cat to the vet where you got your vaccinations done? Because if she's 4 months and over, like, wouldn't you have checked or had her chipped and had her physically checked out once you've got her to make sure she didn't have any medical issues that you need to worry about? I mean, haven't you taken her to the vet already, Chantal? Wouldn't you take her to the same one? Just curious. But we all know Chantal's a shit. We know Chantal just has the cats to fulfill her emotional needs. We know that Julia was purchased to shove in the reactors and FFG's face to be like, no, I'm not a cat abuser. Look how well I can look after this cat. They're wrong. They're mistaken. Look at me go. No, Julia was there to antagonize and to try and dispel the accusations that Chantal is a documented animal abuser, and the fact that she's not taking care of the reproductive health or the general health of her cat by having her correctly spayed within a certain amount of time frame, and she didn't understand any of that, is not surprising to any of us. So, yeah. And nobody believes that she adopted that cat from the family. Everybody knows from Julia's behavior and from Chantal's, like, I want a cat, I want a cat. Look at the cat, look at the street. She picked that cat up from the streets. We know this. But it's funny to watch her try and pretend. So that's basically a wrap-up of the situation with Miss Julia and Chantal's stupidity. And the rest is just her eating her god-awful beefaroni that we just watched her make. So, yalla!
Okay, let's just introduce the food first, and then I'll talk a bit about what's going on with her. So,
because
I'll start with that.
the sauce is not.
Also have a jar of pickles. As well as
Also, we have pickles with pasta. Perfect combo. Perfect partners.
I love this macaroni.
And I'm not going to lie, the chewing sounds and the oohings and the ahhings were off the charts. And I'm so glad I removed them because, God, it was awful.
Nostalgia. Tastes like a fresh beefaroni.
That is another great question, Dohickey. How could you board a cat without a vaccination card? Because I know for sure shit in Australia, maybe Kuwait's a little bit more free and easy with these kind of things, but you can't actually board a pet that doesn't have a vaccinations up to date. And they've got to have them done within a certain amount of time. They've got to be, I think it's at least 6 weeks vaccinated before you're allowed to long-term board them. And you've got to have proof from your vet. You've got to have the documentation before you're allowed to board them because they don't want you giving parvo or cat leukemia or cat AIDS to the other cats that are unvaccinated and other diseases, you know? How did they manage to board a cat without proper vaccination documentations? And that's something you would have asked from the people that you adopted it from, correct? I want some documentation. I want to know that my cat's not vaccinated, or I'm going to take him to a vet and the vet's going to give him a vaccination anyway, because you can do that. That's totally fine. Because if the cat's 4 months old, they can give them a vaccination. If they're 12 months old, they'll give them a vaccination. You can rock up to your vet tomorrow and they'll vaccinate them because it doesn't hurt them. If you're not sure, it's like, if in doubt, do it anyway. Same thing.
In retrospect, that probably wasn't a good idea. Anyway, this is delicious.
I bet it is.
These macaroni noodles are like the exact same beefaroni noodles.
Oh.
Just long macaroni. I don't cut it in half. There's a lot left over.
Hi, Baba.
So Law's eating in the other room.
Baba.
And I do my videos. Yeah, he's not in my videos, so he's going to eat in the other room, you know? And
I mean, I get Sala not eating with her because it means having to talk to her and look at her, watching her eat. But do we think he actually, like, maybe bins her food and goes out? That's why he goes away so much during the day. It's like he's not wanting to eat what she orders, or he's going to his parents' place and he's eating home cooked food there, or he bins her stuff and leaves. Like, or maybe he's gaming. Maybe he's a gamer husband. You know how you're a gamer widow? He's spending time on his games and you can't really get his attention, you know, because gaming's more interesting than you are, or, you know, you can't quite catch his eye. Maybe he finds the chef had a little off-putting.
yeah, the beefaroni.
Come here, babes.
Chef Boyardee.
Baby. Come here, my boy.
I loved it growing up.
Yeah, there we go.
Which I think it's just something quick and easy to show your kids.
I had to Google it because we don't really have that here, or I've never seen it before in my life. I've heard of Chef Boyardee. I actually thought he was like a culinary icon. I didn't realize he was famous for doing canned goods. I still don't know, but I've never had pasta from a tin.
Kids up, you know. Here, have some beefaroni.
I think that's how she was fed. Just shut her up.
I'm not tomato mouth.
Fill her up. Shut her up.
Tomato mouth is when you have ketchup or tomato stains around your mouth. You know what kids do?
Like you do now.
There was one kid in elementary school, Carson. He used to always. I hope he's not watching this.
Bye, Shenanigans.
Hi, Carson. Shouldn't have bullied me.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
He would always have like those microwavable Chef Boyardee things.
Wait a minute.
Lunch.
Is that a real spoon? Is that a real spoon? She's got spoons. Where did that come from? Wowzers. I mean, if she didn't want to spend a lot of money, surely she could go to a thrift shop, or a secondhand store or something like that and get some used cookware until she gets something better. I mean, I know does anybody else go to thrift stores and see if you can buy Pyrex stuff, like your baking dishes and stuff on the cheap? Because I know I do. I love buying my Pyrex stuff from there. I had one and I dropped it and smashed it and I was so annoyed. I paid $5 for a lasagna dish that was Pyrex brand, the tempered glass. I was so annoyed. It was the best dish ever.
I didn't like those ones as much because they tasted like tin.
Isn't that a spoon?
Anyway, and he would always get that in the corners of his mouth after lunch. I don't get the teachers, man. If I was the teacher, I'd be like, wipe your mouth or you're going to the principal's office for grossing me out.
Oh, yes. Well, Chantal, nobody told the 5-year-old to wipe his mouth. Maybe they wiped it for him afterwards. But you chewed with your mouth open for years. You overfill your mouth for years. You chewed loudly for years. And we've all told you these things are gross, and yet you continue to do it. Why is that? Why is that? You've been told and you continue to do it. The 5-year-old, I'm giving a pass. The 39-year-old numpty, I'm not giving a pass. You just do it because you're an asshole.
I'm just joking. But like, nobody ever told him to wipe it.
Hi, Ruthie.
That's what it reminds me of, unfortunately. But those good memories. Yeah.
Ruthie, I was at the. I'm actually going to go back and check it out. There's a thrift shop just up the road from me. They had a miniature baking dish. It wasn't a lasagna sized one. It was one where you would probably make like slices or something like that, or a quiche, a rectangular quiche. It was proper Pyrex and it was only $15. And it's not the clear stuff. It's the milky white Pyrex, like the bona fide genuine stuff. I think it's probably been an elderly lady or somebody who's like donated it, or they've passed away and it's been brought. And I think it had the orange style Pyrex on the outside. I remember there being 2 dishes and I'm like, I should have bought them, but I didn't. But I think I'm going to go back and have another look and see if they're still there.
You know, sometimes for lunch, if I was at home on a weekend or, I don't know, homesick, I would have canned Campbell's soup, or
I love Pyrex
Beefaroni
stuff.
was my favorite at the time.
Oh,
There's something about the tomato sauce and Chef Boyardee. That's why I added a bit of sugar to mine. It's like really, it's a little sweet, but my mom used to also make stews in the crock pot.
Yeah, we could start that. Where's your stock pot? Where's your cast iron skillet? Where's your casserole dish? Where's your mini saucepan? Where's your average size saucepan? You know, where's all your cooking stuff with lids? Where's your cutlery? I'd rather have all that stuff than the husband. No, I'd still cook a lot for myself.
Beef stew.
Where's your Japanese omelette pan with the proper, oh, that dog's barking again, with the little plastic silicone flipper thing? Where's that? Because I've got one of those. Where's your
You know when you
fucking
cook something in a
fork?
crock pot or
That's
slow cook something
right.
all day? The smell.
Really?
So comforting, especially this time of year. Time for stews and casseroles and things like that. I think that's my sodium limit for the day. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, just
Believe it or
listen.
not, I don't
I'll
have as
chatter
much
away.
appetite, even though I just smashed a huge plate. I probably could have eaten more if I was feeling better, but
Oh, because her appetite has always made her appetite so small. So small when she's been sick. We've seen her sick before and she's always eaten way too much. This is for YouTube, clearly. That's just yellow. Like, okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of all the dishes she makes over the week, because we know she's going to do one every day for the next week. And I'm going to see how many different shades of yellow we get. We got a little bit of green with the last one, but I want to see how many different versions of yellow we get, because we're not going to get anything with a beautiful array of reds, greens, whites, browns, reds. We're not going to have a myriad of colors. We are just literally going to get yellow slop on a plate. And that's her theme. Teaming with the theming. And I hope she gets a proper apron.
Now Salah is sniffling. So.
Oh, poor Salah. Wah-wah.
Anyway.
You must have grabbed your chin too tight to get close contact.
I'm on antibiotics, but I mean, if it's viral, which it probably is, that doesn't do anything. But I think they just give them to you just in case, you know, to rule it out. Which I was reluctant to take them because, like, they hurt my stomach.
Yeah, no, honey, that's probably not the antibiotics. It's probably all the cheese you've just consumed.
I am so full and tired. So I know a lot of you like these cooking videos, and a lot of you make fun of me because I don't have, you know, the most sophisticated kitchen.
No, it's because you have no idea what you're doing. We are surprised at your lack of skill. You talk a big talk, but you don't walk the walk. For someone who's a foodie, your lack of skill is surprising.
But whatever. This is just, you know, basic cooking. My way, how I do things, I guess.
Yeah.
But
trash
when
food.
we're feeling a bit better, we're gonna go shopping and show you guys maybe what a supermarket.
But basic food doesn't have to taste bad, and doesn't have to have poor ingredients and lack of ingredients. Like I do a beef and mac bake that my son loved as a kid. Like I could make it every day and he would have eaten it. And it was kind of like this, but it had veg in it and had tomato paste, and it was really easy and quick to make, but not trash like that. Yuck. And it came from Annette Sims' cookbook. So it's a cookbook written by a lady called Annette Sims who lost a whole crap ton of weight. Like a lot of weight. And these were the recipes that she made for herself that went in there. And these recipes were for weight loss and for people who were diabetic. So there were special ones in there with low sugar and low fat. But all these are a lighter version of main meals that we would eat every day. And she just made light versions, tasty, delicious. And I still make some of them now, despite the fact that, you know, I'm not really dieting, but they are delicious and they're healthy and they taste great. So it's probably the healthy version of Beefaroni, her beef and mac bake.
Looks like, you know, someone was like, don't you have a dinar store? Like a dollar store. One dinar loves is like $4. So it's not really a dollar store.
Foodie's an eater. She's not a foodie.
Usually their supermarkets are like
reasonably
priced with discounted things. There was a store we went to before, like for Ramadan. It had all kinds of, we did a video, but it had all kinds of kitchenware. So we just need some like more utensils and maybe a few more pots. I really, really want to do something special for Halloween because, like, you know, on the TVs when I'm cleaning or doing something, I put on like fall Halloween Ambi.
Now, Halloween is haram. So, but maybe she's not going to do like the ghosty part of it. So maybe she should stop saying Halloween and just start saying Canadian fall, because that's not haram, because the season's changing and the food and the palate, because you go more seasonal, right? You go do, but in America, you don't really eat pumpkin, right? Because your pumpkins aren't considered edible, right? But how come you put pumpkin spice and pumpkin in all the foods, but you don't actually eat the pumpkin? Because it's all canned pumpkin, right? Because I've got an Australian friend who lives in Florida, and she's like, you can't buy pumpkin to eat here. It's all tin stuff. And we eat pumpkin out the wazoo. Well, I do, and she does too. She loves pumpkin. She goes, but I can't get pumpkin to boil and mash and roast. You can't get it here. But why does it go in everything if you don't have cooking pumpkins over there? That's weird. You don't have a Kent. You don't have a blue. You don't have your Kent. What kind of pumpkins do you have over there?
Videos.
You can feed them to
that go on
pigs,
for like
right?
11 hours. I don't love it with like fireplace, because believe it or not, I can feel the temperature drop here. At night, it's cool, like it's chilly, and it's really, really nice. And I can still feel the fall, and if I can celebrate it in my.
Okay, now this is going to sound weird, and it's going to sound upside down. It's going to sound a little strange. She's sick and I'm sick. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but when I'm sick, my eyes, I'm going to try not to look crazy. See how they go like a lighter shade? They go very yellow. I don't know why, but when I'm sick, they stop being so hazily and they go like quite yellow. Maybe she does the same thing because she's a hazel girl too. She's the green-eyed gal. I don't know why that happens, but it could be that the skin tone underneath, you get bags and it goes a bit dark and it makes the eye color inside and look a little bit more yellow because you're a little bit more pasty and pale. I don't know, but her eyes look very like, I don't know. She looks very different when she doesn't have her eyebrows and her eyelashes done. Like she almost looks like she could be a redhead or a blonde. Her eyebrows are very, very fair.
Well, that's fine. I can make some kind of really yummy recipe. So comment below like some recipe ideas, your favorite fall recipes, and maybe I'll pick one to make.
I'm gonna be kind to Foodie. I'm gonna be kind to Foodie. I want you to make a very, very just the easiest thing in the world. Pumpkin soup. Make pumpkin soup from scratch. I would love to see her try and make that. You don't have the pot for it, but I would love to see just best thing in autumn, crusty bread, pumpkin soup. Go nuts. See what you can do with that, Foodie.
All right, guys. Can't promise I won't butcher it, but I've been talking for way too long.
Same.
Oh, I gotta go.
It's a reflection. It's like the sky. Why is the sky blue? Because it reflects from the ocean, right? Why is the ocean blue? Because it reflects from the sky. Foodie's eyes are yellow and jaundiced looking because she only eats yellow food. Makes sense, and it's science.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Okay, so that was the last of Chantal's business. Now, before everybody evacuates and jumps ships, I am going to add in some Ambi. We're doing Ambi reviews because she crimped her hair, guys. She crimped it. I haven't watched these all the way through. I've just chucked them together into one singular video. She's got 2 new videos. I need to be diverse on my channel so I don't get in trouble. That's why we're covering Ambi. That's the reason. And because the new Oklahoma arc, I'm finding her a little bit more interesting. Her mum's creeping into her videos a little bit more, which will add a little weird dynamic. We'll probably maybe understand Ambi a little bit more. I think Ambi's going to be a little bit more performative around her mum too. She's going to put on airs. She's going to be like, yeah, mum, I'm this big, important influencer. I do my hair. I do my makeup. I'm not drowning in depression. I look great, so I must feel great. I feel like she's just like trying to polish a turd at this point. She's trying to come off really good. That's what we're doing. So I am doing Foodie. I'm doing Ambi now. So if you don't like Ambi, it's been nice to see ya. And if you stick around, I appreciate it. I'm going to be watching it anyway. So if you want to watch it with me, fantastic. Let's pull her up. Let's pull her up. I've got to pull this new tab up because I shut the other ones down. Right. So we've done some filtering and stuff for Ambi because Ambi's a little bit strike happy. All of the descriptions for all of the videos that I have used will be in the description once I upload the live stream because YouTube's getting a little bit more, watching that stuff a bit more. So all of the videos from Foodie will be credited in the description and all the videos from Ambi will also be credited. So doing my due diligence as well. I actually think Ambi, I like Ambi's hair. I like it like this. It's not so boring. I'll show it to you because we're going to watch it. Okay, make Ambi big. There we go. She's trying something new and different and unusual, guys. It would have taken her ages to crimp it too, and it actually kind of looks good. This is the waves that I want to see in her hair. She needs a bit of movement.
Hello. Good morning. So I'm trying to crimp my hair again.
There we are.
I realized really enjoy it, but something I've also realized, this side of my hair does not accept the crimp.
Now, does this look like it's crimped or does this look like she's using the mermaid tool? You know, the 3-prong tool that has the thing over the top, like a gated buckle kind of situation? I think that's what she means because this doesn't look like crimping. I think she's actually just put a mermaid wave in it. I like it. I don't like the Maltese Terrier updo. I feel like this would look so nice if she just parted it down the middle or done a deep 7/8 part and just let it lie. I think that would have been nice. or if she'd done a half low updo and then just maybe a few soft bits through the front and then the mermaid crimp down the bottom. But I mean, it's better than the straight lank stuff that she's got going on. And I know everybody loves her hair, and I'm not the hugest fan, but I do like the mermaid waves.
As good as this side. This isn't the first time this has happened. This seems to happen every single time.
The multi-terrier, that's what I call it.
And it's annoying and frustrating, but I still think she looks cute. So we're just gonna accept it. What do you guys think? I don't know. I've been loving the crimping. If you guys remember last vlog, last night I got a little drunk. it was a moment in time, okay? I just wanted to let loose a little bit.
I didn't watch that one.
It's definitely not gonna be something that I do often. But anyways, I am actually hanging out with my mom today. We're gonna go to a few stores. She wants to get a wallet for her new purse and she invited me to go with her.
And the other reason is I feel like Ambie's mum's gonna answer a lot of questions for us. Because I think sometimes you can see why people act a certain way, or the habits that they've picked up, or certain mannerisms from their parents. It's usually like a juxtaposition. They're nothing like their parents, or it's like, oh, I can see why she's like that. I don't know. Ambie's mum may be fantastic. She may be doing great in life, and Ambie's just a hot mess. But let's see.
And then she wants to make me this like recipe from her
Hate that shirt.
recipe book that she really likes. So she's gonna be making me dinner tonight, and I'm really excited. So I'm gonna try to vlog.
I don't like the mesh cutout shirts.
Touch up my nails.
Like
So I'm
the
gonna do
colour.
that, and then I'm
Hate
gonna
the
put on some
top.
rings. I already have my hoops on.
Yay, hoops! Throw the choker in the bin.
Ready for the day. Okay, so we're at the outlet mall right now, and it's been so windy the last few days. But I actually just left my aunt's house. Can you guys even hear me? I don't know. Hold on. I just saw cousins.
Professional vlogger doesn't have one of those furry mufty things to go over her camera. But okay. All right. Professional vlog. Oh, look at that's a heavy. Oh, is that leather? Is that a leatherette trim? That's a hot shirt. Synthetic leatherette mesh. Oh my God, the smell on that would be outstanding.
That I haven't seen since they were babies. So it was a whole moment. It was pretty freaking great. But I think we're going to Torrid. Me and my
I
mom,
know.
My mom's never been to Torrid before. So it's going to be
Look, I have had pink hair, red hair, blonde hair, short hair, undercut, long. I'm just one of those people that fucks around with hair. That's probably why I find her hair so dull and boring. It is a bias. It is a personal preference. I just find her hair really just uninspiring. Not to say that all my decisions have been fantastic. I just couldn't live with. It's like her hair is the hair version of a beige wall. It's just a nothingness. Now, other people may look at it and think, oh, it's long, it's shiny, it's perfectly straight. I love it. I can't live without it. Me, I'm like, it's a palette. It's a blank canvas. What can I do with that hair? Am I going to color it? Am I going to dye it? Are we going to give it a shadow root? What cut can I do? I don't look at it like a finished product. I look at it as something in the making. It's just the way I look at it.
experience. So let's go. So my mom saw this and she went, oh, you can bring Twinkie to Torrid?
Wow.
Say hi, Mom. Oh, wait. Oh, we can make a heart.
Don't do the Korean
Oh,
heart.
that's
Stop
cute.
it. Don't. That's no.
All right, there is Torrid.
Oh. Oh, I like the neon one. Nah. I like the shape, but they're too
You
small.
guys, after a long day, my hair stayed curled on this side. And then this side, like I said, it wants to stay straight. I don't know what it is, but look how pretty. All right, we're going to do a taste test. I saw these at the good old TJ Maxx. My mom saw them, yes. There's sesame chips, sweet and spicy.
Okay. Okay. So Ambie's gone, I saw these at TJ Maxx, and her mum's piped in, I saw them at TJ Maxx. Does that feel like I need to feel important? I might have a little bit of like, I want credit where credit is due. It's kind of like a little bit of a narky personality trait. Just saying. Because most people would just be like, would let that go. But no, she didn't. Just picked that, just a little something that I've noticed. I could be completely wrong, but I've just noticed it.
Roasted pineapple habanero. Are you going to try one? Yeah? Sure. Okay, I'll take it. Ew, they smell no good. They smell like dirt.
But Gem, get on Pinterest. Get on Pinterest. I get so many inspirations from all the different ladies because I've got short hair with the undercut too. I actually, for summer, I'm thinking about going to the barber and getting a design. So like shaved into my undercut or going into the city to see if I can get one of the artists to do it. But I do braids. I do curls. I mean, I had curly hair the other day. Just straight. I do like I call it my magenta, which is like my Rocky Horror, like straight, like one with my little beret. There's so many things you can still do with short hair, but long hair is fun, but it's so much work. It takes so much time to blow dry it, style it. I will eventually go back to long hair, but I love my short hair for now.
You guys can see your face. One day you might. They look like this.
Sesame bites. I love sesame.
Wait, they're so good. Okay, so
Sesame
what you guys are about to
bites.
experience is something I would normally edit out, but my mom's like, no, keep that in there. That is us breaking out in laughter for who knows why. Wait, they're so good. You like it? You like it, Mom? She's going in for a second one to get the full effect. What do you think? You think it's odd? They're sweet. You literally taste the pineapple sweetness. Like when you swallow, you get the little habanero. Wow.
Oh,
Recommend. She's laughing at me.
my go-to hairdo, honestly, is space buns. Part down the middle, up, out of my face. It's out of the way. It's done. Like it's my go-to. I couldn't be bothered to do anything with it. Space buns. I'm 45. I'm too old for the space buns, but it is an effective workout hairstyle. It gets out. It's just the go-to at the minute.
She doesn't understand the YouTube. She doesn't get it. Why was that funny, Mom?
Oh yeah, and the color change, easy as. Less product,
You can't have none of
quicker
that.
time,
Hey guys,
brush
it's the
it
next
through.
day.
It's less
So
messy.
today, me and my mom, we're gonna go pick up my grandma because my grandma wants to go shopping, and then we're gonna go out to lunch. So that is the plan.
She's wearing that shirt again. This color shirt inspired the background. I did like an ombre effect background because of the teal. But do you see? Okay, now this proves my point. Okay, let's look at her with the crimped hair, right? The body and the movement way more flattering on her face. Not in this point. Okay, but a little bit of body on her looks good. She needs to get the curling tongs out or the bendy strict things that I use in my hair just to give her hair a little bit of like Velcro rollers. Give it a bit of body and movement. The straight hair just makes her face look bigger and lanky because her face is so big. She needs big hair. The bigger the hair, the closer to God. She needs that Texan attitude when it comes to her hair. Just
They're
the
sweet.
length,
You literally taste the
straight,
pineapple sweetness.
stringy,
Like when you swallow,
locks
you get the
just
little
doesn't
habanero.
work.
Wow. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Oh,
She doesn't-
Australians.
She doesn't.
Sesame snaps. Who loves a sesame snap? I love those. And the anybody who goes to Coles, you know how they have the fridge at Coles, which is the ice cream. You can get your macaroons, but you can also get the mochis, the little ice cream, the rice cake ice creams, the black sesame mochi. That is my absolute favorite. I love that one. And the macaroons, I like the pistachio and I like the strawberry. They're my other favorite ones. But the black, anything sesame, I'm all about that life.
Understand the YouTube. She doesn't get it.
See,
Why was that
the
funny,
wavy is way more flattering.
Mom? Here we are, Twinkie.
Tinky.
You can have none of
Twinkie's
that.
the star.
Hey guys, it is the next day.
Hey, straight
So
looks.
today, me and my mom, we're gonna go pick up my grandma because my grandma wants to go shopping, and then we're gonna go out to lunch.
Okay.
So that is the plan. And also, my grandma's gonna come over and
Can we teach look, I just want someone to teach Amber how to do a cut in on her eye. Light eye, dark outer corner, highlight on the top lid. Stop putting the one color over the lid. It's aging. It looks weird. It's not cute. It looks messy. I think she's starting to use some eyebrow product. Do her eyebrows look a little bit more pronounced? I don't know. But if she had a clear eyebrow shape and she learned how to do a cut in, oh my God, it would perfect the eyeliner. It would look so much better. eventually we'll work on blush placement, but that's for another day. I think that's a bit advanced for her. It's a bit too much work.
See my apartment, so that's also exciting.
That's
But
these
I need to
snaps
show you
are
guys.
yummy.
So
I
we
know,
went to
Jam Jam.
TJ Maxx. We will this like this small. I have this mattress right here. Whoa, hi. This mattress. Ignore it. It'll be gone soon. But I needed a little trash can for my bathroom, so I got that from TJ Maxx. And then this is a toilet brush and plunger caddy. I also needed one of them because I didn't have either of these things. Got them.
Not gonna lie, the plunger toilet brush is kind of a cute combo. No idea what it was at first, but I don't know about. Do you guys really need plungers that often? Like it's like you have to have it in your toilet? Because I can't. I probably could count the amount of times I've needed a plunger, maybe 2 or 3 times in my whole lifetime. And if it's got that bad, I just call a plumber. But I've never really needed a plunger. Is it a thing? Is it a plumbing thing?
I think so.
Oh,
My grandma is still inside. She's checking out now, but I didn't have
oh, guys, I haven't mentioned this before, but I have an idea of like a Halloween special video that I want to do, but it's an interactive one, and I've got to figure it out because I want to make sure, because it's a live stream that I want to do. And it's Halloween themed, and I want to see if it's something that you guys would be down for. So what I want to do is, because you know how I've got that cool pond where I live with the ducks and stuff, and because I'm not afraid of the duck, so I can go tramping around there in the duck. All I'm afraid of is like falling on my ass, but I'm not afraid of the spiders and the wildlife and all that stuff. But what I was thinking about is for Halloween, what we might do, because it's all watery and ooky spooky down there in the dark, is that I might set it up for like a Halloween glow in the dark treasure hunt. What do you think? I thought that we might go down there because the wind will be blowing, the trees, the night sounds, and we've got to try and find all the, like, I get my husband to like put out all the glow in the dark Halloween like trick or treats, and we got to try and find them all, and we can do that together, and we can go traipsing through the bush. What do you reckon? That's what I thought I might do for Halloween.
a normal comforter, so I got this plaid white and gray comforter
Same
size, and it's so thick
Same,
and soft.
Jessica. We just don't usually need it.
Okay, so today
Yeah,
has been super
true.
busy. We dropped off my grandma, but I got to go into her house, which is actually where I used to live a long, long time ago, and she just like showed me around because I love how she does.
But a little hack for your plunger. All you really need is a rubber glove and a big piece of thick plastic. As long as you can get that seal on it, she's good to go. You just got to get the vacuum going. So if you can have her find a piece of plastic that, like a silicone saucepan lid, those silicone ones that you get, they work just as well. Just saying in a pinch. Don't ask me how I know.
Decorates her house. It's awesome. But she showed me photos of when she was like a lot younger and just a lot of family bonding time. And before that, we like went to some stores. We had lunch. We had lunch hours and hours ago. And remember the meal I said my mom was going to make for us yesterday? Well, we forgot the main ingredient, which is chicken. We forgot it. And so my mom's like, let's just make it tomorrow. So she's going to make the recipe when we get back to my place. It's like this teriyaki chicken situation with like broccoli and asparagus and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to try it. She said it's one of her favorite recipes. So, and it was so cute. The waiter at the restaurant we went to, he ended up just like talking to us, and turns out like he's gay and his family wasn't accepting, and we like bonded over just like being gay. And it was like this whole moment, and like my mom and my grandma were like obsessed with him, and I don't know, he was just like an amazing waiter. Like we had such a good experience. Like he told us like his whole life story, and I don't know, it was just super cute. Like I love that I have such supportive family when it comes to like me being gay and stuff. I don't know, I just can't imagine like it being any other way. But the waiter really took a liking to my mom and to my grandma and to me, obviously, because we're both gay. But I don't know, it was just super cute. He kept coming back and like telling us more of his story, and I don't know, it was just
like, I get that, but you can't just, like, at the end of the day, just you both being gay is not enough. It's not enough to make a friendship, because that's just a sexual preference. Personalities got to match. So maybe they have the same vibe. It can't be like, you're gay, I'm gay, let's be friends. It doesn't really work that way. But okay.
it's so fun. So this is the recipe book that my mom will be using, that she likes to use, and she has some spots saved here. But the
I think
recipe
her
she will be
mum does
doing
most of the
is on
cooking,
page
and I've seen the dish, and it
246.
actually
So let
doesn't
me
look too
find that
bad.
for y'all. 246. So it's this, the teriyaki chicken sheet pan supper.
Ooh.
So that's how it's going to look when it's done. All right, so my mom has started. She is cutting off the asparagus that we don't use, I guess, apparently.
How many people is this meal for? Because that's a hell of a lot of
And
asparagus.
she has this baking sheet ready to go. All the veggies we need. So, all right, you guys. So all the veggies are cut. And then next
Okay,
we're gonna add
okay.
chicken.
That's how we do asparagus, guys. We cut the ends off, but that's not, no. Usually, fresh asparagus, one by one, you just bend them until they break. That's how you know you've got the good bit of asparagus. You don't have to chop them, you break them. That it lets you know when it's the right part of the asparagus. But look, color, purple, orange, green, red, yellow, color.
And teriyaki sauce, right?
Yeah, first I have to put the teriyaki sauce on the vegetables.
Okay. So, wow, this looks healthy. All right, now she's putting on
I bet
the
they
sauce.
both do
All
mass
right, so it is finished and out of the oven. She's now adding some sesame seeds on top here. And then she adds a little bit of cilantro on top. And then that is the finished product. And we also have some cauliflower rice to the side. All right, so here is my plate. Here's my mom.
That looks hella bomb. I would eat that. I would eat that. Yep. But I would use toasted sesames, but that's okay. That looks good. Way to go, Ambie's mum.
Plate, and I'm going to do a little taste test. All right, so I'm going to try the
No
broccoli onion.
color. She bought
That's
those
good, Mom.
honeys. You
I'm
could
worried about
tell
the
because she was
because the only
feeling
time I like
herself.
asparagus is when it's raw and dipped in cottage cheese and mustard, if you guys remember. So here we go with the asparagus.
Asparagus is so good. Garlic and butter. That's all you
I'm so
need.
weird about it. You guys know me. All right, here's the chicken. It's so good, Mom.
You like it?
How could you get that wrong though? It's a sheet pan meal. It's fantastic.
Okay, so my mom left a little bit ago. We enjoyed dinner together. Now I'm just
Hi.
opening up my new blankets.
My cat is just
I'm gonna
sitting
put it in a
beside me,
wash,
just
and then, oh, it comes with
getting
pillowcases. Oh, yeah.
loves.
So I'm gonna put it in a wash.
Oh, my voice
little
cracked. Sorry.
Wash and put it in the dryer, obviously. Oh, there's another pillowcase. Can't say that I'm surprised because this was expensive. But it's
So it
pretty much
looks like a
exactly what I'm looking for.
European
Cute.
pillowcase
The fact
size.
that it's king size is a big win for me because my bed's a king, but I like to have a big blanket. All right, I'm gonna put this in the wash.
Okay. Okay, so that's that video finished. But if you've got a king size bed, don't you normally buy a super king size cover, like a duvet or doona, and a super king size like you buy bigger than the size that you have? Isn't that's the rule that I follow? You buy the right sheet size, but everything else is the next size up. But that's just, I don't know. Most people do that. And when you buy your pillowcases, when you buy your pillows, you buy your pillows one size bigger than the pillowcase size that you've got. So they're full and they're plump and they're like plumpity dumpity. They're not all like saggy and limp and weird with like the pillowcases are all dangly and gross. That's why the beds look so nice in the magazines, because they buy different sizes. Like you buy oversized. Don't you? Oh, we have them here. Okay, part 2. Number 2. Come on.
Hello. Welcome to a new vlog. So yesterday was the first day
Oh my
that I did
God.
not film at all.
Oh my God, is that a velvet shirt? Okay, aside from the choker, she actually looks not bad today. I like that red, that raspberry lip color. Needs a lip liner, but looks good. We just need to work on those eyebrows, girlfriend. Her place looks nice. I'm not going to lie. Her new apartment does look pretty nice. I'd live there.
I have been
I
just
love
like on the
white
go, on the go.
walls.
I have been filming, editing, just doing a lot. And I needed one day where I didn't do any of those things. So yesterday I kind of just chilled at home, kept to myself, and it felt really good. Not gonna lie, I needed just like a energy booster. Like, let's charge my battery, call it a day. So we are back to vlogging today. So hello. Actually just got done filming a TikTok. So you guys definitely should go look at my TikToks. I have
Oh, the TikToks. Have we seen the TikToks? The TikToks are fucking weird as shit. She's reacting to herself saying her iconic lines. Big? You're calling me big? Like she's doing those kinds of they're weird. They're weird. I'd bring them up, but the TikToks, they're annoying and I don't like to sign in and it's maybe I'll try it later.
been
Let me
really
see.
enjoying my time on there.
Let me
I
see.
noticed, like, I think yesterday is when it really started hitting me that, like, I'm alone. I live by myself. I have lost the person that I thought I was going to spend forever with. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, you guys broke up like literally in July. Why are you still hung up on this? Because all that time that we were living together, things were very confusing. There were chunks of time where it felt like we were still in a relationship, and now it's like literally she's gone. And I don't know, it comes in waves where I'm just like, whoa, this is like real. Like she's not coming back. She's not just like on vacation. And it's a time in my life, you know, first time actually living alone at 32 years old. It's just like I have a lot of different types of feelings. Overall though,
No,
I am okay.
I
am doing really
can't. I
good.
can't do
It's just little moments
multitask them.
like that where it's just like, dang, okay, this is like real life. And I start to feel things just a little bit more than I normally would, which is normal in a situation like this. And I feel like I'm actually handling this whole thing so much better than I ever would have imagined. Y'all, I swear to you, I just had a whole moment that I'm never going to forget because it was with my neighbor. So I'm walking in with Twinkie. I have my AirPod in. Everything's fine. Next thing I know, my neighbor's walking in the hallway too. So Twinkie gets all excited and does her excited thing, but she got loose. She literally came out of her like little harness situation, which she has never done before. I don't know how it happened. So she's like barking and trying to like play with the neighbor. And I'm like trying to get Twinkie because the neighbor's just like, oh my God, is she going to bite me?
Okay, so imagine like a normal person, like you're trying to wrangle your pet, like, oh, you know, let me come. And this one like wobble stomps. Oh, and she can hardly bend down to get the dog. Like her little T-Rex arms can't reach down. She can barely bend in half. Like if the dog's run off, she's probably got to like wobble stomp her way up to the cat, the dog. It's probably not the easiest thing in the world. So that's probably why this was such a big deal to her. Normally it'd be like, oh, my dog got off the leash and, you know, it was a funny interaction, but not that big of a deal. But for this one, it's probably like, oh my God, it was a crisis.
I understand that being someone's first thought when a little chihuahua is like barking and like running. I get it. But Twinkie doesn't bite. Twinkie doesn't attack. She just likes to bark. So I went to bend down to get Twinkie, but my AirPod fell out. But somehow, some way, when my AirPod fell out, it landed under my door. I could not get it out. So instead of the door, I guess on the bottom just being flat, I guess it's like hollow. So my AirPod was just stuck and I was trying to yank it and pull it. Oh my God, it was like 20 minutes of that. And my whole AirPod is now scratched up. Oh my God, these are the AirPod Pros. Actually, Celine got them for me. They're still working, thank God, but it was like a whole moment. Like just everything that happened.
God, so dramatic. Did she call the police? Did she need to call the paramedics? This sounds like an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. AirPod fell out, went under a door, 20 minutes. Oh, and the extraction of the AirPod was probably the busiest thing she did that day.
Within like 20 seconds, just gave me a lot of like, okay, today's going to be a weird day. But
it's going to be totes weird.
They all love this blanket too. Look at them. All three of them.
All of them. The blankets,
Oh,
the jam.
Sweet. Y'all, I've lived here now for what, 12 days, and I still have not hooked up my TV. My TV has not been on in a hot minute. I don't really watch much TV. I gotta admit.
What are you doing?
So it has not been a high priority for me.
Now my cat is exploring my desk. What are you looking at, Bubby? What do you need? Are you wanting pats? He's this is where he is. This is his tail. This is his head over here. What are you doing? Please don't knock the microphone, honey. See, I need the mouse. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to do head bumps? No, you can't sit there. That's like the worst spot to sit. Let me move the keyboard out of the way, and then you can sit there. What about that? You can sit right in front. You can sit right in the front, babes. Hey? Where do you want to sit? What about there? Just lie down there. Oh, big stretch. Did a big stretch. Nah, we're going to go back to where we were before. Okay. Same spot we've been sitting in the whole time. Perfect spot, obviously.
Okay, guys,
right near the
so
iPad,
my
nice and
friend
warm.
actually sent me a housewarming gift. It's a wooden floor lamp. And I have to put this together. I am pretty excited because I've never put anything together besides like an expert Lego. So yeah, there's a user manual. So I don't have instructions. So
I've never put anything together. Exact expert Lego. I'm sure this will be an absolute breeze. You can like draw on your Lego experience to put it together.
Well, let me give this a go. Like right now, this looks so confusing. I don't even know. Okay, so here's the manual. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Oh, it doesn't come with a bulb. Okay, that's fine. So
Most
just
lamps
connect the
don't.
three metal cylinders. These are these metal cylinders. I'm gonna assume they are. So connect them together. Oh, these guys. Wait, what? I'm already confused because there's these and then these. I was super confused on how these were going to connect
Oh
together.
my
so I
God,
realized
fast
there's some, like,
forward.
little doodads in here. So I
These
guess I put,
IKEAs, because that's the only
this
reason I can
on
understand why
top,
it would be so
like,
complicated.
sleep.
I
This
don't
one
want to see you
so,
put it together. I
right?
just want to see
And
the
then
finished
hell
product.
yeah, circle. That's how they work. Which something before go in here. Oh, I'm currently screw this on correctly. I have 2 circles. We are getting the upper and lower butt. Is this the lampshade?
Yeah, it's IKEA. It looks
Oh,
like.
wait, I think I'm figuring it. So they're on the side of here.
Yeah. Just
Am I
go to
cooking a
Kmart and
lamp
buy
right
the
now?
entire lamp
Oh
put
my
together.
god, this looks like a hand. I did that.
Oh, it's
Oh
ugly.
boy. Connect the lamp. I could do that all day long. A little hole for the
It's kind of
do this 3
ugly.
times.
But
Alright, so
maybe
yeah,
it's
so
cute when it's put
confusing.
together.
It's showing a picture of this. Is that what I do?
Uh,
No.
it's
Oh,
easier
so
to
that's
watch
a
it like
screw.
this.
I did it. I did that. That was me. Remove the plastic ring
Oh,
from
it's like one of
screw
those
base.
ones.
What? Oh, this thing. What is the cord? Just stick them on the side of it. A couple more, I guess, going down. Okay, we'll set it on there. And then put the plastic ring back on. No shit. All right. Oh my god, wait. Did I just build a lamp? Oh, I'm obsessed with it. Oh my god.
Oh my God. Oh. Babes. You should have air tasked it. Just pay someone $20 to put it together for you and save yourself the trouble. But it's like, it's very generic and very, I don't know. I like the color of her backsplash. Oh no, that's the background. I was going to say I like the color of her backsplash, but that's not. That's the background.
So the person who sent me this, you are watching, and I just want to say thank you so much. I love you so much, and I appreciate it. This is the
She
first
got a
time-
free lamp from a watcher. Fucking jeez. This woman is not short of money. Stop sending her things. She doesn't need you to buy crap for her. She's got more time in her day, more money in her bank account. What else is she going to fill her day up if she's not just buying random crap from the internet? She has no life. She's got no partner right now. She doesn't cook. She's probably got a housekeeper. I mean, all she's got to do is organize journals and heat stuff up in an air fryer. You are taking away one of her life's pleasures. Stop buying her random
I've ever gotten in my
things.
entire life. I wish you could have been here to see all the parts where I really messed up, and I just had to edit that out so you guys.
Bye,
didn't see it.
Jim
But
Jam.
this is
See ya.
adorable. I'm actually going to be putting it in my bedroom because it matches my bookshelf perfectly. Okay, guys, so I have been obsessed with TikTok lately. It's just been so fun for me. And as you guys know, I make up my own lingo. I say weird things. I say quotable things that people say. So I figured I would take the two, TikTok, and then funny things that I've said in the past, and I would combine both. So here are some TikToks I've recently done. And then also I showed the original clip of where it's from. And if you guys enjoy this, I will definitely make more because there's been tons of crazy things that I've said.
We already
so let me know
don't.
if you guys enjoy these. You don't have OCD. You have obesity. Okay, thank you. I didn't know my psychiatrist was on here. Thank you. You don't have OCD. You have obesity. Okay, thank you. I didn't know my psychiatrist was on here.
Obesity, that's funny.
Books is good for the brain. Books is good for the brain.
Yeah, I look like a big cherry.
Big? Are you calling me big?
No, talk about me. Yeah, I look like a big cherry.
Big? Are you calling me big?
No,
These
talk
are
about me.
When I see
weird.
her eat something that's bad for her, it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do, and I don't. When I see her eat something that's bad for her,
Honey,
it breaks my heart because she
Don't you,
doesn't
babe?
understand
he fell off the desk.
nutrition like I do, and I
He
don't.
fell off the desk. Oh, you silly thing. He's a silly thing. He fell off the desk. He handles. He's like a baby. He's like a baby. Let's say hi, everybody. Say hi. He's a baby. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Oh. He just wants cuddles right now. He just wants company. All right, guys. Well, I think we've almost caught up. The only thing I haven't watched is the Drunk Lynn, and I'm kind of interested now. Still pretty early for me. It's only 9:25. I know we've been on for a while, but it's pretty early, and I'm curious. I'm gonna look at it. All right, let's do it. Hers are pretty short. She doesn't linger, which is amazing. I've got a one-hand type because I'm holding the baby cat. And I can't. Oh, look, it pops up. Amberlynnfreakinreid. Okay. Watch me build furniture. No, we don't. Okay. We don't want to watch you build furniture. Okay. This one sounds. This one is called I'm single and drinking in my closet. Electricity got turned off. Cook breakfast with me vlog. It's only 12 minutes long and we're going to speed her up, so it'll be fine. Okay. This will be the last one and then we're going to head off and have some dinner. Play with the baby. He probably doesn't want to play. He just probably wants to do cuddles. You know, that's how he rolls. All right. Present. Share screen. I'm single and drinking in my closet. That sounds like a hard day. Right.
Welcome to a new vlog. So far today, I've literally just got ready for the day, fed my fur babies, I'm taking Twinks out. I ate. I had some.
Are you being facetious, Allegra? Because Julia never seems to want to hug Chantal because she's always like running away and throwing her head back. Like you don't actually see Julia sitting on her lap or in her arms. Are you trying to say that my cat loves me more than Julia loves Chantal? And I would agree, 100%, because my cat is a baby angel.
Which were really good. They were just ones that I got from the store, but they were actually delish. So since I've been here, I haven't ordered food at all. And I don't want it to be something that I do often. Like in Kentucky, I did it every single day. Multiple times a day. And I haven't done it here. I know I've only been here for 5 nights, but that's...
Did you see the earrings? Did we see the earrings? Love heart-shaped leopard print. No, cheetah print earrings. With this green evergreen shirt. Why? I don't understand. And then we've got the House on the Prairie school mom bun. What is this happen? What is the look? What are we going for?
Multiple opportunities for me to do so.
No, baby, don't do that.
I feel compelled. Will I do it eventually? Sure. I'm a normal living person.
Sorry,
and a lot of people do that. It's 2023. But I just don't want it to become like a...
He stood on the keyboard. Honey, let me move it. Let me move it out your way so you can walk there. He stood on the keyboard. Sorry, guys. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing, honey?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to create routine for myself, and part of that is opening my blinds every morning, but I'm super freaking short. I can barely reach. I have to go on my tippity top toes, but I got it. It's actually cloudy today. I'm loving the overcast.
Oh no, the cow print.
And last night it was so windy. I was walking to my mom's car and it was like hard to walk because I was like fighting against the wind. And my dress flew up. That was a cool moment. Like, thank God I was wearing pants, but some skin did show, I will say. So I have another set of blinds that I actually really physically can't pull down. Like, I'm so close, but it just can't happen. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I have realized that
the hair. Oh, the hair's looking rough. This is her new fancy. The new fancy. I wish I had it was on an iPhone. But look at a shower curtain. That's quite fancy, isn't it? With the ruffles. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a shower curtain with, like, I don't know, crochet on it.
This is when I feel the least like myself. When my hair is up in a bun. I feel more like myself when my hair is down and straight, or when it's in like that high pony, or the high pony with the braid. But when I'm like this, I just feel super, I don't know, like self-conscious. Like I was on my walk earlier and I just felt like,
girl, you sat in this poop bun for months when you were with Becky. We've seen the poop bun more than we've seen the hair down. Don't try and say you are more like yourself with the poop bun. The down, washed, straightened hair is the face you want to put on. I'm feeling put together. My hair is clean and straight. We all do it. We all have the manky hairdo. This is your manky do. Like, that's what we're going to call it. The manky do. When she's got the hair up in the poop bun, it's no longer the poop bun. It's called the manky do.
Self-conscious. And I don't know if it's also like the dress. Today's just not my day. That's all I'm trying to say. See, this is the spot that Wasabi loves right here on my little shelf. Which
You've never seen a cat do that? Cute? What do you mean? Like walk on the keyboard or fall off the desk or hug like a baby? He literally hugs like a baby. He even likes me to pat him, like, you know, when you hold a baby and you pat their back like that, just quietly and softly. He loves it. It's probably because I've done it to him since he was a baby.
All right, you guys, it
He
is officially
drools
time
as well when he
since
gets really
I've
happy.
unpacked everything else. My bedroom has been last. I threw a bunch of shit on my bed, and now it is time to clean it. I think Rarity thinks so too. All right, you guys, the bed is cleaned off. I didn't make the bed because we have a twin.
I'm sorry, but I could not sleep with all that shit on my bed for like 12 days. There's just no way. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't care if you've got a king bed or a single bed or a double bed. You can't have crap on your bed like that. You just can't do it.
Twinkle stars here. We have a Rarity Gray here. Plus, if I'm being honest, I don't really make my bed. Not gonna lie.
I don't either.
Hello. Okay, it is the next day. Don't come for me for what I'm about to tell you.
I have dinner and pillows. What's to make?
I've had a lot on my mind, okay? I'm actually not done with my hair. I'm about to crimp it, I think. I don't know. We'll see. So right now,
Okay, for as long as her hair here, it is actually quite thin. She doesn't actually have very thick hair. It's like, it's not a lot of hair when you cut it short. It's actually quite thin. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Yeah.
fun fact about me is I pay all my bills on time. I'm very responsible in that way. But I must have been like so much on my mind that I forgot to pay like the setup fee for electricity. So my power went out today and I was like, what is happening? There's no storm. Like this has always been my fear, like forgetting to pay the electricity. So I used my hotspot on my phone and with my laptop, I went to like the website and I was like, shit, I forgot to pay that like setup fee. So I paid it real quick and then I called the electric company and I was like, what is my power going to be on? And they were like, so many people forget to pay that. So this happens to so many people. So that made me feel a little bit better. But they were like, your power's going to be back on in like an hour. And honestly, it took like 15 to 20 minutes. But during that like 15 to 20 minute time, I had time to like process what was happening. And then my brain went down like all these different like tunnel waves and like paths. And I started thinking about all kinds of stuff. And I was like, in the past, if I would have been in this situation, I would have been like super anxiety ridden. And it started to make me think like, when was the last time I felt anxious? Truly. Since I've moved to Oklahoma, I don't feel anxious. I feel lighter.
This is the same kind of thinking that Foodie has. Remember when Foodie was going to go to Kuwait? And she's like, oh, I'm going to be so happy. I won't have a chance to worry and be stressed. I'm going to be so happy. All my mental ails are going to be fixed by Stala and being in Kuwait and being married. It's going to be like my cure-all because I'll be too happy to think about all my mental health. It seems like Amber is going to be applying that whole geographical situational change up fixes everything. I've not had anxiety since I've been in Oklahoma, even though my mental baggage is the same. My living situation, I'm single now, would be anxiety inducing. Like she's trying to make it seem like, oh, this is the cure-all. I don't need anything else to fix me. I don't need meds. I don't need a diet change. I don't need therapy. Everything that I need is happening just by magic. It's magical thinking. All I needed to do was to move to Oklahoma. Fixed. I'm fixed. Amazing. Give her 3 or 4 weeks and she's going to be sitting in the worst anxiety she's ever felt in her life. Guaranteed.
I'm dancing around my apartment. I feel happy. I don't have this like heavy feeling. I haven't felt anxious not one time since I've been here.
Why do we and what's the thing? Even Foodie said it. You know, when you just want to change, it's because it's like a distraction for your brain. You can't feel the everydayness of it. That's why they are constantly wanting to change stuff up. She doesn't probably feel the anxiety because it's all like new and different and all positive experiences. The relationship with her mum's going well. She's met new people that have made her feel nice where the state she's living. Everybody's friendly. Everyone's amazing in Oklahoma. I've got a new place. I've organized it. It's all my stuff. I have new things. I can go shopping. It's a new routine. Wait until it all settles in and then she's going to have bad anxiety.
Maybe when I used my debit card for the first time in the grocery store, there was a little bit of like,
no, of course she can't, Oceana.
A little bit of anxiousness, but
everything's important.
I feel
everything's dramatic.
Like this was such a good choice to move here, and just everything that's happened in the last few months has sucked. But ultimately, I feel like maybe everything was worth it. Truly. Okay, I feel super naked without earrings. So I'm gonna go choose some, but this is how I wanted my hair. I wanted it to look like I just took it out of a braid. Yay. Do you guys like it?
No, because you've got flyaways. It looks messy as fuck.
Time. I think I'm gonna have
you slept in it.
Bacon. I'm also gonna grab my eggs, but I'm also gonna put some cheese in my scrambled eggs.
Should we
Yes, I
move food
am.
groups?
I
Okay.
think I'm also gonna grab the tapatio.
Abby, can you just move
And
away
then
from
for
the mouth
seasonings,
for a
this is
second?
literally
I
all I
need you to
have.
pause.
So I'm gonna grab
Thanks, babes.
the garlic salt
Thanks,
and the
babes.
black pepper.
Okay, scrambled eggs, bacon, cheese, eggs. What else do we need? We need some onion, maybe some spinach, maybe a little bit of capsicum just to make it a little bit flavorful and add some fiber and veggies in. But you know what? If you just want to be a traditionalist, bacon, egg, salt and pepper is fine.
So I need a bowl,
But we have to have cream
One
and we
egg
have to
down.
have butter.
2 eggs.
Oh, her hands
I
frighten
normally only
me.
have 2, but I'm feeling hungry, so I'm probably gonna have a third.
3 eggs.
Third egg.
So much.
So this is pepper jack cheese that I'm just gonna add into the egg.
No.
I'm just cutting it with some scissors.
What's going to happen to that pepper jack cheese, guys? We know, right? It should be grated and added in at the end. But what happens when you add it in that form into the egg, just like that, to be cooked? It's going to separate and we're going to get gooey clumps with the oil on top. That's what's going to happen. You add the cheese at the end once the egg is cooked and you would slowly let it melt through. But okay.
Just made the most sense to me.
Okay, Oceana.
Now I'm gonna add some pepper,
Mm-hmm.
some garlic salt,
Of
and
course.
some tapatio.
Oh,
I'm
God,
gonna get me
no.
Fork here.
Add your tapatio at the end.
And just start whisking. Is that what they call it? Whisking.
Babes, no.
Obviously, I need a pan. Because how else am I gonna make scrambled eggs?
Got
without a
more pans
pan?
than
I just
Chantal.
realized that I have no oil. I also have no like spray oils. I need to put that on the store list.
Too high. And they oh God.
That
Okay.
looks so gross. I can't.
I'm sorry.
So the bacon I use is pre-cooked bacon, but I just love.
Okay. The pan's not even switched on and she's got it too high for eggs. But you know what? Okie dokes.
the texture of it. So really all you do is put it in the microwave
Pre-cooked bacon?
and that's that.
You can buy
All right, so the eggs are doing okay.
No.
I just wish I would have had like a little bit of spray so they wouldn't stick, but that's okay. Alrighty, so the eggs are almost finished. Smells good, looks good.
Let's watch the oil
They
run
are
off it.
complete.
Oh.
Breakfast is served.
Huh.
All right, there is my breakfast.
Oh,
Doesn't that look
those
good?
eggs
I think
look
so. So
dry.
this is where I eat now.
AF.
On my couch. I mean,
Ugh.
I've always done that, but I don't have like.
Ambie's just flexing that she's got forks and proper plates. Flex.
I don't even have an area for a dining table, which I don't really care for them, to be honest.
Oh my God.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
These eggs slap. So I'm coming.
But the flyaways. The flyaways. Tell me you've slept in your hair. Does she not have one of those mascara wand things with the hair gel, or literally a mascara wand that you can dip in gel to just get rid of those baby hairs? Like just to, feed them back into actual hair. That would make a world of difference. It would give her a proper Ariana. But no, we are just going for fuzzy, frizzy, slept in, messy, just frizziness. No.
to terms with the fact that I love living by myself.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just scoop some egg.
Put in some
my
cream and mix it up with the salt and
Like,
pepper.
I love my alone time.
Beautiful.
And to be honest, I think I need a lot of alone time. I love being alone, but I also love spending time with people. But like, I need that like.
Sweetie, at this point, it's not really your choice whether you're alone or not. You have been left alone. You've been dumped twice in the last 2 years from the loves of your lives. Nobody signed up for you. And oh no, sorry, you've been in love 3 times in the last 2 years. The person that you're in love with, but decided that they didn't like you, like talking about their relationship, that them as well. Yep.
Me time. I don't know. It's so crazy. Like, as I'm getting older and learning more about myself, like being single, I'm learning more about me instead of like just doing what my partners want to do, if that makes sense. Like, once you.
This is the narc in her popping out. Doing what my partner wants to do. You take on their accents, you take on their habits, you take on their likes, you take on their like personality, basically. But does anybody actually think that Ambie was going with the flow of their partner? Ask Becky. Ask Becky if she went with the flow. If she went with Becky's flow. I don't think that would be answered as so. What about Jade? Jade was just there. Jade was just along for the ride. It was Ambie's shows, Ambie's rules, Ambie's life. Ambie was in control of that. She's no.
You become single, you kind of like just learn more about yourself. Truly, honestly, I haven't been single since I was like 17, 16 years old, and I'm 32 now. So
Charlie's mum, I know.
that's crazy. So I still have all
One
of these
egg is all I
pictures
need.
that I have not hung up. Like I have quite a few behind Miley Cyrus. I have that stack on the floor. I have these mirrors. And I just don't want to bother anyone to be like, hey, will you help me hang up these pictures? Like I want to do it myself.
Girl, all you need is a stud finder. You can get that at Bunnings or maybe Home Depot. A pencil in 5 minutes. Hammer and a nail, or a hanging picture kit. You're an independent lady. You are living alone. You need to find these things. A stud finder, pencil, and a hanging kit. Probably cost you $30 to get all those things. No, the stud finder is probably going to cost you about $80. $80 well spent. Because then you can put all the shit on your walls that you want. Are you allowed to do that in America if you're renting? Because I know we have really strict renting laws. You're not allowed to put nail things into the wall. They don't like you using blue tack. They don't like anything that will like adhere to the paint. We're not allowed to hang pictures in a lot of rentals. Do you have that same sort of like stipulation in America?
But I don't know how. This is another example of something that I've
2
never done
eggs.
before. I've never.
If you've got no
I know
other
that sounds like
ingredients.
stupid, but it's the truth. You guys, I ordered some alcohol.
Yeah,
I did.
chunk
I got
candy,
two of these like
yay.
buzz balls. I have no idea. They're like chillers. This is pineapple colada chiller.
They
and
look
this is,
fun.
like, choco chiller. And then I got a 6-pack of the mango White Claw.
Right.
Let's try this guy.
Look, these White Claw things, I've been hearing about them for forever. I don't even know if we can get them here. They must be close to like what? Like a sugar-free cruiser? Like a fizzy water, like lolly water? Are they good? Does anybody know? Maybe I should try some. Should I try some and do a stream and just see how good they are?
I've heard of these before. This is literally orange wine with cream.
Ooh.
Oh, bitch. Wait.
That sounds like a lolly drink, like a milkshake, like an orange milkshake. I like the packaging, though.
Recommend. Wow. So the rest I'm just going to put in the fridge. Put them right here.
Hi, Peekaboo.
I just wanted to let loose a little bit.
Command hooks, yeah.
Okay. Now it's time for this guy. It says to shake well. Whoopsies. That's good too. Why am I this person?
Oh, she's red as.
Why am I this person that gets super red when they drink wine? I'm now on White Claws. Mango's the only one I could drink. Mango's the only one I could drink and not gag. All the other White Claws make me gag. I had a moment where I was like, should I live stream?
I'm sorry, but she's kind of fun when she's a little bit tipsy. Oh my God. Oh, she gets very red. This is like, have you ever heard of that thing like the Asian flush? When they drink, they get very red, and it's an Asian thing. Like they don't metabolize the alcohol very well. Maybe it's something similar to that. Because she's red on the chest, she's red on the chin, she's red on the cheeks, red on the nose. Wow, she is very red.
But Drunklyn says things that Soberlyn would not say, so I don't think right now is a good idea to be doing that. I'm single, getting drunk in my closet. Okay. Before anyone says anything, I'm not drinking because I'm sad or this or that. People drink just to have funsies.
Oh, okay.
Like just for funsies. So there's no crisis. There's no cry for help. My face, though, she's crying for help because she's red. So is my chest. Oh, my God.
Oh, you don't like the White Claws? Okay, I won't drink them then. I won't try one.
Hello. So I'm hungry.
What are we eating? Noodles.
I'm desperate for food. I don't really have much to eat.
Oh, cottage
I do
cheese.
have some bacon in the micro. I don't want them to overcook, so.
What are we doing?
Okay, so I usually get the Daisy cottage cheese, but my mom's like, get this one, it's so good. Let's try her. So I've officially drank both buzzed. I'm on my second can of White Claw. We're great over here. All right, let's try it. Ooh, she's good. Some
Is that
tapatio,
just cottage cheese?
some mustard. All right, let's do a bite with a little bit of Mustard, like a.
Has she not done groceries? Does she not have like some crackers? What are we doing? This is like despo food. Hell, if you're ever going to order something, do it now.
I was gonna say a really small bit, but that's fine. Memories. Now a Tapatio moment. I think I like it better with mustard. This isn't the real time, by the way. It's like 10:13, and I don't really know how to fix this, so I'll get around to it later.
Well, that was clickbait. She wasn't drunk for that long, and it was basically just her talking about, what was she talking about? Her being alone and how she's growing as a person and blah, 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 blah. All right, guys. But she's a quirky, skinny girl. She's a quirky girl. Yeah. Summery allergy. Oh, is that what it's called? Oh, Oceana's back. I'm going to Google that because I'm going to get rid of that because it's a real thing because J-Hope gets it. And who else? Who's the other one who gets it? Stan from ATs. He gets the red flush as well. I'm going to Google it because it's a thing. Some people just don't, it just comes up really noticeably, but it's called the Asian flush. Asian flush syndrome. It is. Okay. Asian flush syndrome is a condition that causes facial flushing, nausea, headaches, and fast heart rate when drinking alcohol. It is caused by genetic deficiency of an enzyme that breaks down acetaldehyde, a toxin that is produced when the body metabolizes alcohol. It is common in East Asians, especially Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans, but can affect anyone who carries the gene. It is not a sign of good health, but rather a risk factor for alcohol-related diseases. So this is the payoff. You don't get to have BO, but you do have the potentiality of perhaps having alcohol not agreeing with you. Which one do you want? You get both. You don't get BO, but you can't drink alcohol. Which one? Hard choice, I know. But it's an actual thing. And I've seen it because you can see the red coming through underneath the skin, even when they've got the makeup on. Oh, it's a tragedy. Oh, I'm glad I don't have that. But, you know, not everybody has to be a drinker, right? All right, guys, I've been on for nearly 4 hours and my voice is starting to give away. Buddy wants proper cuddles and hugs, and I need to go and have some dinner. So don't stand on the keyboard, honey. Don't stand on the keyboard. It's been wonderful to see you and catch up on literally everything. Tomorrow I'm working. I've got a full 6-hour day tomorrow. So I may be back on Tuesday to do a live stream. Can't promise anything, but if there's stuff to watch, I'll be there to watch it with you. And thank you, everyone who came in to check up on me and see how my camping trip was. I appreciate all of you, and thanks for hanging out with me today. I had a good time. And those on the replay, hi replay gang, I appreciate you too. All right, guys, and check out all of the links if you want to watch the full videos of all of our girls. The links will be in the description once I've uploaded this. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. And I will feel better soon. I'll get over it really quickly because I have a good, strong metabolism, immune system, I should say. All right, guys. And Buddy says bye. Do you want to say bye, Buddy? Say bye. Bye, Buddy. Bye. No, he just wants cuddles. Look at him. He's such a baby. Such a baby. Just wants cuddles. It's the weirdest thing, I know. It's a baby. All right. Bye, guys.